What is good? What is happening, y'all? My name is C.
And my name is Notion. How you going?
Damn right it is. And welcome to episode 36 of Bad Habits, the podcast. We are back. We got Dan in the building.
As always.
As always.
What's good, Dan?
It's good chilling, man. You know, life's normal. I don't know. It's cold.
It's really cold now.
It's just cold.
It's so cold. I didn't envy your grocery
It's like
store.
winter.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it's like minus 17 here today.
Mm-hmm.
Or felt like. Yeah, all right.
Come on.
Not happening.
Sorry
By
to
the
hear
way,
that. That's a bad number.
Yeah, it's not pretty this next week, mate. But we just did our first grocery order today.
Oh, you did an
From
order?
PA, yeah.
Ooh.
So I'm going to test how it goes. Never done it before because we don't have this shit here in Canada like they do in the States. So we're going to see what that's like. If it was convenient, they give us what we need. Because I know you had a bad experience, Dan.
Yeah, they left a few things.
Right when you first moved here, we just thought, let's give it a crack because it's about to get wild. It was pretty soft for a bit. So now it's like, all right, I don't want to go the fuck outside.
Like you're even getting them to pick your produce and shit?
Yep. Never done that before. Never been
I was going to say, like, what about, like, what if you get, like, a shit apple or a
everything
fucking
you're
tomato or
saying,
something?
I've thought about, and it worries
Yeah.
me. It concerns me.
I can imagine, because, like, that's, like, if I could get all the other things in a box and a can, all the perishable shit, send to me, no worries. But, like, fresh stuff, I usually want to see it.
100%. So I'm gonna see if it was I'd probably say I'd try it like 3 times to see how bad it is, and if it's really shit and they keep fucking it up. Like there's a part where you can put a note in, so maybe you could be like, "Don't give me
Get the good ones, cunt."
Yeah, like, you know, like what do you expect from these?
I mean, they should have a quality. They should have a quality standard to be
this
like.
This is like a small place, like a small local one. It's not like a Loblaws or nothing like that. It's like a smaller like joint. So
maybe they might put the extra care in.
Yeah, potentially. Like it's organic, super hipster shit from where we live is like, we got that life out here. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to try it. So tonight I'm going the Molo, which is the THC beer. It's not picking up. There you go. I've had this before. Trying to rock it in. They haven't sponsored us yet, but baby steps.
Baby steps. I should have got mine out.
Oh, yeah.
I got one, 2 left, I think.
There's time.
There is time.
If you want to get one. You can always bust it out later.
I mean, I got a delicious
what do you got?
hazy beer, just Aveling IPA.
Nice.
Shooting it today, sweet as.
Classic, easy shit. So for folks who were watching last week, the live feed was a mess.
Shit show.
Apologies. Yeah, it was just like I've had so much problems. What am I, Canadian now? I've had so many issues. Right. Fuck. This computer was fucking up this week for people who didn't check the audio. This computer was fucking up. This program, I thought, we basically, long story short, we use this software that we dial in via Skype and then we pull the Skype call in. I think I had to take my computer back to Apple. I had to go there 6 times, like there and back.
Spewing.
In the last week, it was a very, very rough week for me. I was not in a wonderful headspace, but I managed to test it out on our other podcast on Friday in this new way, which is using the same software but pulling it in directly. I had to upgrade the plan, so that's what that is. So far, so good. It sounds nice. Mate, so
I just miss my background. That's all I miss.
Yeah.
Everything else, same for me, mate.
I guess we just need to get a green screen.
Welcome back to my lounge room, everyone.
I like the lounge room. It looks classy. Nice big couch.
You can roll up on the couch, mate.
There you go, right? It should just be a bunch of couch in the background like Noriega's.
There should be, but there's not.
No. But there's not. God damn it.
There's just a tortoise and he's asleep, mate. So don't you worry.
Mate, you should bring him on one night, eh?
Honestly, that would be fucking hilarious. He wouldn't do much. He's not much of a speaker, so.
I mean, just maybe the folks will like a little cute animal, bit of a gimmick to get some more followers, Hey, look at the fucking turtle. Look at the turtle. Oh, no,
it's a tortoise.
I know, that's what I say. What's funnier, tortoise or turtle?
Turtle sounds way funnier. I prefer you call him a turtle, just as long as you say it stupid.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to say it. Seriously, that's ridiculous.
Like 13. Do you ever say 13 normally, unless you're telling somebody that doesn't understand, like, the joke?
I'd say 13 here now because of Scott. Shouts out mate Scott, who always makes fun of us for saying 13, 14, 19, 18. Because that's how Aussies say it. Tattoo of a 13, a purple, white people tattoo of a 13. That's what he right. And he said peer. Hey, dude, do some peers.
We talk funny, man, I tell you.
Yeah, so now I don't say 13 anymore. I say 13.
Ooh.
Did you stick with... Oh, no, also...
So there's a T in it.
I say the T, and the other word that I noticed I didn't say no more is... I say battery instead of battery. In Australia, we would say battery.
Because every time I say battery, everyone likes like, wait, are you talking about like,
Yeah, isn't that like running a train or something?
Yeah, battery ting, like exactly right. Yeah. Someone's like, oh, no, because Fuck. So then that's one thing I've actually.
I noticed you still say Bachelor. Every time you say it, I'm always like, oh yeah, we used to say.
Well, if I'm saying it to you or in company of like, and I wouldn't,
someone who gets it.
Yeah, I'll just go back to the regular switch. I guess I've had to say because we don't enjoy repeating ourselves. That's kind of sucky, but
yeah, I can't stand
some words you change. The battery occasionally it'll come out that way too. So yeah,
that's a
depends who I'm speaking to.
That's true. Do you do 13 or do you do 13?
13, like, well, yeah. I don't really. I won't go 13. That's not. That's like saying Toronto. That doesn't happen. You shouldn't do that.
Okay.
So you shouldn't do that.
Well, I guess it's not like that obvious. Like yeah, there's 13. I don't know. It's hard to tell really right now what I do.
I don't say 13 much. I don't say 13.
Yeah, why would you? I only say numbers.
I don't know.
The 1 and 3, the 1 after 12. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
12 plus 1, eh?
Yeah, that's how you do it. So kind of laugh, eh? But I definitely say tattoo now, not tattoo, because it makes me laugh so much.
Tattoo?
I can't.
Tattoo.
Yeah.
I definitely wouldn't say tattoo unless you're saying, "Oh, my mate got it."
I'd say tat.
No, I wouldn't.
I just say tat. I probably wouldn't even say the full word most of the time. When I'm in because I get all my tattoos in Australia from a mate that Nosh went to high school with, and I knew him since you knew him. So I guess since y'all were 12.
Shout out to Glenny T.
Yeah, he's honestly G. He did most of my sleeves. So every time I'm there, and then he's saying it, and then he'd say tattoo, and I was like, I can't.
He's pretty Aussie though.
Yeah, he's pretty Aussie, but just like anyone who comes in and says tattoo, oh, you got some nice tattoos. Give some like I'm like fucking hell, bro. I can't even handle you guys. It feels
fantastic.
Very. Oh, here we go. Tiff says aluminium is next. Wow.
Oh, that's a good one. Well, it depends. Hey, listen, that one I'm going to stand tall for.
Yeah, for sure. I'll die on that hill.
But like North Americans spell it different. So if it's actually spelled aluminium, if it's spelled aluminum, I'll fucking say that because that's how it's written on the paper. But usually by default, aluminium is how it be. And then I get all kinds of shit from everyone.
Dan, what is it?
It's aluminium.
Aluminium. And you are from?
UK.
And what
country? And you speak?
Well, I'm from England.
England. And what language did they invent?
They invented English.
Okay, is that what we're all speaking?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's aluminium. So Dan's the arbiter of truth here. Bam. Let me just do some air horns for Dan right here.
English.
It just doesn't make sense.
Oh my goodness.
Aluminum, especially if it's spelled the same as aluminum. It's like you're literally saying you are literally saying every single letter. It's impossible to misspell it.
Yeah.
It's like aluminium.
It's
aluminium. This is I don't know.
It just is. No, I'm with that, and I understand because what Nosh was saying, it says aluminium in the French side, but the English side for some reason doesn't have the I. I just don't know why that word. Like, why do you gotta change that? It's almost like someone misspelled it one time, and then
they kept it.
And then I'm just like fuck it. Sean, what up, Sean? He says, I remember when you said
Sean?
Porn. I guess he's referring to you, Nosh. She said, I remember when you said pawn shop, PAWN, and I thought you said something totally different.
Oh wow,
which is fair.
Funny mistake,
right? It's a pretty good one. It's a good one. And Tiff says, speak Canadian. Wow.
Oh wow.
He's trying to say we're full. He's trying to say we're full. Wow.
Oh, we have to go back home. Okay, wow.
Go back to where we came from. Actually, that's a whole other joke. Guys. I don't want to play that out here. Fuck.
No.
So Sean, as well, just a quick note to you. So Sean, a couple episodes ago, he asked us he just had some extra questions, and he prepared some for last episode that he wasn't able to ask, obviously, because the live feed was hot garbage.
It was a shit show, mate.
Really so, Sean, if you're at any point you want to ask those, you can. Maybe you want to. Should we get into a bit of? Hang on, what do I play?
Hey, what
can
do
you
you
hear
reckon,
that now?
Mate?
Can you hear that?
I can hear all of it.
Okay, this is so much better.
I haven't heard the intro music. That's why I was dancing in time. Usually, I just wait in silence, and then I'm just like, am I supposed to? Because if I dance off time, it's going to look so stupid. So I just sit here and just wait. And then you go, g'day, how you going? And then I say my bit. So I just wait. Now I can hear it. That makes me feel a lot better. And then if you do stupid sound effects, I can, Because sometimes I can hear it in the delay through, your speakers in my head. I can hear it in the delay echo. So yeah, this is cool.
Good. This is much better. So you can actually see the screen now as well. You see exactly what I'm looking at. The guests can actually see it. It's so much better.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you should.
I'm glad you're happy, mate.
No, it is. It's just because now you're actually part of it because Dan's plugged into the same computer, so he can always hear it, but you could never do it. And I'm like, that sucks. So now we're boom.
Boom.
Tiff's like, ha, wait in silence. Yeah, you wait in silence.
Wow.
Silence, bitch. Wow, Jeff's just shitting on us tonight, eh?
Wow, just telling cunts where to go. Come on.
Be your own. Wow. Wow. All right. What do you reckon? Now, the new format now, after these last few weeks and things were crazy, I think it's just better. We all have one question each. And because we started last week, I think we should get onto some high school shenanigans because it sounds like we all have endless
plenty of years of fuck shit going on. We can even start at grade 7 and go up, mate. So whatever you want.
Any just funny ass stories. So, did anyone prepare a what do you reckon question, or do we all have to freestyle? I got a freestyle one.
I've got one, but it's not really prepared. It's like kind of just.
Oh, you had it up in the tuck.
But yeah.
So I'm the only one that's organised. You cheeky buggers.
Yeah. Sorry, mate. Sorry, I was running a business. Sorry.
Me too. Everybody works, mate.
All right.
You cheeky. All right. So.
Oh, Chestnut said she wasn't laughing at. She was laughing with. My bad. My bad, dude. I thought she was attacked. She was like actually saying, she's like, oh, goddamn it, no, she had to wait in silence. Sorry, man.
Oh. We forgive you, Tim.
Après toi, Seward.
All right, so, okay, so what artists do you like personally more so than their artistry and why?
That's a fucking great question.
Damn.
Thanks, mate.
Okay.
You can just pick like 2 or if you want more. But you got to have a why. You guys are like, yeah, I like the music, but then I like whatever. You have to give me a why.
Okay. Do you want to start? Do you have some?
You start.
Okay.
You start.
So I feel like I say this all the time. I think before. No, okay, Lil Yachty. He seems like a real nice guy. Like he seems cool, humble.
That's a good fucking example.
Yeah, because his music is just.
I know exactly where you're going with this.
Just disgraceful. But he just seems like a sweet young man who got into the mumble rap game or whatever. And then
he put fucking beads in his hair like a flipping.
Well, he started with that, I guess.
Kid, did he?
All right. Yeah, he didn't he started with the red hair with the beads and stuff. So that was his look. And so he looked like a bit of a goose.
He's beefing with Joe Budden and shit when he was on that Everyday Struggle.
Because people were telling him what it is. It was Budden and also, what's his name? Charlemagne were telling him, you are the definition of whack right now. Because there was nobody at the time who was as bad as him. Oh, I got a bit of a side note on this after that. I heard someone explain this shit. I think it was on the chatty the other day. I was like, this is exactly why whack cunts thrive. But anyway, remind me to come back to that because it's fascinating. But anyway, yeah, Yachty just seems like a lovely dude. Whenever he was always like, I'm really bummed out that people thought he was whack, blah blah blah, and he just seemed like kind of genuine and cool, and he was doing. I think he's done some good things for charities and giving back and everything, and he's still making terrible music, but just seems like the nicest guy. He's probably the main one that I would say that about. I would have also said it about Chance. But I really think he's a wanker now after what he did to his ex-manager. So
true.
Yeah.
True.
So Yachty is my one.
Very true.
Remind me to come back to the whack thing because it's great.
Okay.
Dan, we need some more time.
I'm still thinking.
No, do you want to go? You do yours while Dan's thinking.
I'll jump in, dude. Okay, so the first one, I don't know. I mean, okay, I'm just going to do it.
Yeah, do it.
Beebs. Okay. Beebs.
Wow.
Okay, all right. So listen. I mean, you're welcome. He's on my list. Basically, I think he's a cool cunt. I'd like to hang out with him. I'd like to smoke trees with him. I'd like to fucking do crazy shit. Seems like a cool cunt. Don't really like his music. Can't stand it. Every time I listen to it, it's like, oh, all right, cool. Just can't. But he seems like a great dude. So I always root for him, but I just can't listen to his tunes. Even though I listen to him for this and blah blah blah, I just don't enjoy them. It's never been cool. But he's cool as fuck. So that's a great example. I want to be his friend, but I don't want to listen.
Would you have him on a track? Would you get him on a hook?
Under strict circumstances.
He doesn't seem to write a lot, so you could probably write it for him.
That would be cool because he can sing like a motherfucker. He's actually, he's cool. He just makes crap music. He's a good musician. He can blah, blah, blah. I want to hang out with him, but his music is not my fave.
Okay.
So that's the first one I had.
Okay. You got others?
There you go.
Or do you want?
Pass it around the table, mate. Go. Fucking go.
Now you said Beebs. I think Beebs definitely up there for me. I think that'll be cool.
You write for Beebs' music, so you've been lying to me this whole time?
No.
I kind of felt like you were.
The shock on your face, see.
He's still up there with the greatest of all time.
It'd
But-
be your own.
Come on.
No, you know would be your own, right?
It does. It's nothing but facts, bro.
It's anyway. Continue, Daniel. We'll talk about this afterwards.
But I'm trying to think of other, like, maybe ASAP Ferg, because I don't really like his music that much, but he would definitely just do cool shit all day.
That's fair. Yeah, he seems like a cool enough dude. All the ASAP guys seem pretty
Yeah,
cool.
they just all seem pretty good. I just don't like all of their music, but like I like obviously Rocky, but then everyone else I'm not too sure. Like
Rocky's
about
music
it.
is dope though.
Yeah, he's sick. But the rest of them, like, I don't think they make that sick music. So, but they'll probably do as cool shit as Rocky. So
Yeah.
So that would be pretty sick. But those would definitely be two that I can think of right now. I'm not too sure who else. I'm not too sure.
Did you have another one, Nosh?
I did, but I kind of want to talk about it now because I actually do fuck with the music more than I thought. But it's just like, I don't know. There's a bunch of other ones that I thought of, and I didn't write them down while I was thinking of it because I was doing the dishes and shit. So I'm kind of pissed because I didn't write them.
Really good question.
I had Russ down, but like, because I don't bang with every single song of his, but I really love, he does, he produces, mix masters, writes his shit. Like, that's what I do. And I just like, I see that, the value in doing all that and shit. So I really, really like his hustle. He's very arrogant and cocky, but that comes with the territory. And like, yeah, so I like him personally and his work ethic way more than his tunes, even though on his last album that we've talked about, a few times, he's got those fucking songs with Benny and Black Thought and everything that are just, they decimate your ear holes. So like, got to give him that. So he would be the last on my list for this thing.
That's a fair one. He seems like a good dude.
Yeah.
Like I feel like he's arrogant when he talks, but I bet if he's like, you're around him, he's just chill and he's only doing that because he's being interviewed and he's trying to make a point.
He's
Like,
trying
can't
to,
imagine
exactly
him
right,
being
trying to show.
Yeah, show the knowledge and
Yeah, so Beebs and Russ would be a fun.
All right. Did you have a second one? Or are you satisfied with that?
I need to think more, but yeah, I think.
Okay,
so
if something
far-
comes up after then, we can come back to it.
That works.
No, I'm not sure if this is your mate. La Janice says, "Wish I was Canadian." I think it's someone's friend. I'm not familiar with it, but I remember.
La Janice. I don't know
L.A.
that
Janice.
name.
No, okay. Well, I wish you were Canadian too. We're actually none of us are Canadian.
Yeah,
Oh, technically we are. Like, legally we are, but none of us.
like legally we are, but actually, yeah.
Hey, what is it called?
So welcome to the
Naturalized. Yeah, naturalized.
Naturalized.
So
So we should get like a sticker and that just put it on us.
just like
Like you get-
naturalized.
Yeah, like a gold star at primary school, mate.
Right. Yeah, when I get
Yeah.
citizenship, I definitely want to get some sort of Canada tattoo.
Ooh. Tattoo.
Just a tattoo of Canada.
Any numbers in there, mate?
Maybe a 13.
Maybe a 13.
Maybe
And
a
what
13.
colours would they be?
White and purple.
Oh yeah. So what would you have?
White and purple tattoo with 13.
You're fucking.
Okay,
We should
change
send
this
that clip
episode.
to Scott.
He's gonna fucking love it. He should tune in. What a prick.
Yeah.
Do we want to go? Sean actually asked a question. So should we even?
What's the man saying?
Is that large anus? If it is, that
Wow.
is genius, and I applaud. I'll give that a round of
No, that
applause.
is genius.
Where the fuck's the applause? There it is. Oh, I bet
Bravo.
your bunghole is huge, and I respect it. I love it. I'm here for it. Should we do? Okay, guys, do we want to do Dan's question, my question, or Sean's question?
We go Sean first.
Do Sean?
Yeah.
All right, let's do a Shawnee. I imagine this one's to me and you know. She says, over the next 5 years, how many albums or tracks would you like to release? So
Ooh.
I don't know if I could quantify it. I would kind of like to drop a project a year, whether it's an EP, an album, or something like that. I definitely think we need to ramp up. Our problem is quantity right now. Our quantity is very low, and I'm not satisfied with that. So that's what you and I are working on this year. I've already got 2 albums coming this year, plus me and you are doing a whole bunch of collab singles, which is our focus for 2021 because it's just easier and funner. So we're going to be doing that. But over the next 5 years, yeah, I'd say like a project or 2 a year, even if it's like shorter EPs. I'd like to free up my time on the business tip and have the kind of running itself so that I'm able to spend more time on the creative stuff, whether it's YouTube, music, whatever else. So I'd say that would be for me. What would you do?
Mate, I guess as many as I can fit in amongst the mixing and mastering work. So, yeah, honestly, smash
not really like
out,
not really like
package some projects up, and then just see. I honestly haven't even thought of it. I haven't had as many as we can get.
You would probably you'd probably at least want like a little project a year and like a bunch of singles.
I would like to, for sure.
Yeah, beautiful. Good question, Sean. Love it. Stuff coming. We need to get moving on that too, Nush. I have a question now, but would you like to do yours first?
Yeah. What am I?
Dan, after you, sir.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
If you could live a life of any movie character, who would it be and why?
Huh.
Okay, it could be a movie, TV show. Actually, we'll do movie first. Because I think TV should be very different.
Yeah. Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Jesus Christ.
She's just having a good time. No, doesn't count.
Sabrina, out of all the ones you could pick.
I don't know. We watched. I know it's like a guilty pleasure, stupid show to watch with dinner to unplug a bit. The TV, the new version of it, it's so fucking dumb. But I would love to save the Earth from hell and Lucifer and shit. You know, like that'd be pretty.
Do you know what? All right, you got a funny, stupid, dumb answer. I'm going to go for a funny, stupid, dumb answer. You ready? Major Pain. Let's go. Damon Wayans is Major Pain. Let's go.
You wanna be an angry dude?
Just want to
yelling at people.
Just want to yell at cunts. Just like fuck them little cunts. Like, yeah, maybe just to jump off your Sabrina random. Okay. So I don't know. Let me. That might be answer A.
What about another one? Would be Debo from Friday. R.I.P. Tiny Lister too. I just want to run around robbing cunts and just beating up dudes.
Damn.
Fuck it.
Shit, dude. All right, so I'm fucking. What's Keanu Reeves? What's the cunt? John Wick. I'm fucking John Wick. I'm just gonna Gerks mans all the time. I'm gonna shoot him. I'm gonna punch him in the face. Action man, sick cunt galore. But then also I lost my wife and a dog. That's a pretty shit position to put yourself in. I'm gonna rethink that again. I'm not doing good at these.
You can come back to it. While you're thinking, we'll go to Dan. But Tiff says Jean Grey. Good one.
An X-Man.
Yeah, an a human. Thank you.
Person.
X-person.
Well, the squad's called X-Men, isn't it? Like flipping hell.
Well, that's not gender. That's gender normative and not inclusive notion.
Oh shit! Fuck. It's a name of something. It's a name of something. It's a name of something. No.
I don't know. I'm sure Twitter will get mad at you for saying it.
Okay.
Sean says Wolverine by far, which is that's a great one. That's a great one. Marvel gang.
Man, it's as tough as nails.
Do you alright? And Wolverine isn't the character Aussie or something?
Yeah, dude, it's you.
What? Yeah, no. Well, obviously he is, but I mean, like the character, the comic book that it's based on is it
really?
Like the actual, the origin story shit with like the dude.
Apparently, in the origin, he's born in Canada.
Canadian. Okay, same shit. Whatever. One of my countries. I don't know.
Whatever. Other side of the world, mate.
Whatever. Same thing.
Around the corner. Yeah, Goku's a good one.
Goku is from Dragon Ball Z. I've never seen that.
Come on, see.
Yes, I'm not 12, no shit. Yeah. Okay?
Wow.
I'm not 12.
Wow.
You offended so many cunts right now.
Wow.
Well, no, it's only because I didn't watch it growing up. But did it exist in the 90s? Because you know what I found out did?
It did exist in the 90s.
Yo, it was Dragon Ball Z that came out in like 89 or something.
Yeah, it came out.
But it was niche.
Late.
It was niche.
We were like.
I grew up watching that as a normal thing, and then
because it was popping in the 2000s.
It popped then, but then I was like, I used to love it. So I was into that fan fiction, everything. I loved it. And then I started googling stuff, and then I found that it was made in like 80 something. I was like, why is this
good
so
now?
Old? But it's so relevant for people my age, growing up.
Maybe it's a new series that were doing it
No, it was the same. It was like a rerun of the whole thing from the start.
Whole shit's from the 80s, looking like that.
What I think they did remaster it eventually, but then most of the stuff I would have watched would have been
3-second gifs I've seen and stuff.
But it's it does surprise me how it's so old.
Fuck.
But it's only, I don't know, anyone older than me, significantly older and significantly or even younger, who like Dragon Ball Z like that. Only my age group, a year above and below, they loved it. If I talk to Karis and Travis about it, they'll be like, it's not that good.
So that's your younger cousin.
We totally missed it, see. We missed the whole boat somehow. I definitely was a fan of it because I didn't watch that cartoons. I was a fan of it because I had a few friends that were drawing anime in graphics class, and I thought it was super sick. Oh. So then I would watch, Ghost in the Shell and fucking Ninja Scroll and all those kind of movies because it was just, I was into drawing and shit. But like, that was the blip I got into it for.
Right.
But there was people that was super into it, and we fully missed that boat. It's like fucking Pogs and shit.
Yeah, the Pogs was for like a younger crowd.
Yeah.
Interesting. And Tiff says, yeah, he's from Winnipeg, which is fucking Wolverine. Okay. I like that. Did you have one? Did you say?
No, but mine, maybe Black Panther. Because I think I'd be in like a sick position. I live in some like futuristic place, and I'm like the strongest man in the world. So, and maybe if I was, it depends. If I'm feeling like fuck it, then maybe Thanos, because I think he just can do anything he wants.
That's true. He's not. He's the bad guy, right? The big guy.
Technically, yeah. Well, yeah. He's the villain in it.
Okay.
With the hand, I love it.
With the
I
hand.
don't fucking know, bro.
With the hand, dude. I don't know. I know he's got a hand also, but he also has rings on those hands, and he collects them from somewhere.
Isn't it a glove?
It's a glove.
Fuck,
dude.
It's a
maybe
gauntlet.
What the fuck is a gauntlet?
Gauntlet. It's a metal glove.
Yeah.
A metal glove. There you fucking.
You've played fucking Zelda, mate. You know what a gauntlet is.
I was also 10 playing Zelda, so I do.
I was even younger, so
you certainly were.
Man,
I did enjoy that back in the day. We used to really
Zelda
just watch Dad
still.
playing Zelda. Dad fucking killed again.
Yes, we did. We were watching. Yeah, watching on the NES.
Never made
good
Lanez
fun.
play the bastard.
What about if it was a
because
video game character?
we would.
Oh, a video game character?
Who was?
No, he said. Dan says if you could be a video game character.
Oh shit!
I was about to say an extra one just on a TV show. I'd be Alf from Home and Away. Very niche. Very niche.
Is that because of the dungeon, or is that side?
Because of the dungeon, and just because he gets to hang out in the surf club. No, the diner. He ran the diner.
The diner.
And he fucking gave meat counts at the surf club.
Fucking hell.
And they just go down the beach and have a bit of a paddle, Anyway,
video game. Paddle, mate.
Fuck, I don't know.
Arcade.
Princess.
That's incredible.
In Mario, because then she just gets to, like, hang out.
Wait for dudes to come rescue.
But then, like, do you think it's traumatic being kidnapped all the time?
Oh, that's a good point.
She must get some, like, PTSD.
What a question. Don't you think it's traumatic?
Really digging holes for ourselves.
Yeah, fuck.
We're doing bad at this one, mate.
Yeah, I don't really want to get kidnapped either. That's a good point. Honestly, my video game knowledge is so
because mine's limited also. Yeah. I'd say maybe like Metroid or Samus.
Or Samus.
Or fucking Mario Kart. I'm fucking Luigi in Mario Kart. I'm always just in the whip, just like
just pushing.
Going. Sending it, just drifting all the time. Unlimited gas, send it, just like hold it wide and just go.
We had Donkey Kong, you just like piffing shit, throwing
barrels at,
yep.
And get bananas out of palm trees.
I wouldn't throw them. What I would do, I'd be like, I'd go be peaceful because I'm a peaceful dude, and I'd be like, I'd put beer in them and I'd make barrel aged beer. And, like,
what about the cunt from GTA 5? What's one of the main characters from Grand Theft Auto? They always have a good time. There was Rob and shit.
Franklin, he's the black guy. You got Trevor, he's
Franklin.
Crazy.
Let's be Franklin.
Trevor's like a crazy hillbilly. He's like literally, he's off his rocker. And
I remember that guy.
The other one's Michael. He's like a businessman who faked his own death. And like he now lives his new life.
Oh, there's like a full like storyline.
It's like a movie. The storyline.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally like you play it and you feel like it's like a just long movie that you're doing. You're making all the decisions.
All right.
You should get a console. I'll give you my PS4 when I get a PS4.
Yeah, definitely. I'm thinking about getting a PS5 right now. I've really been on online stores this way.
I know.
Oh mate, I bet you can't fucking wait,
dude. Honestly, you're probably never gonna hear from me again once I get.
I was gonna say. My mates have got consoles during quarantine. Just haven't heard from them, mate.
Really?
Except for Connor, because he actually has chooses to have a life. But some people just like disappear when they get them. It's just like, mate.
I can see.
I like games and all, and I'm about games and all. But we used to play when we were little kids.
That's what I'm saying.
Only at night time because we had outside lives and we did stuff outside. Yeah. And when we, you want to actually. When you played all day, it's like. Unless you're trying to be an e-sports star or some shit.
I agree.
Or if you're twitching, that's a little different because that's a new way to build communities and shit. I think that's really good. So if you can
That's fair.
switch it into a Twitch thing, then I think that's not bad. But otherwise, if you're just sitting there playing games, you're fucking
It's
waste
kinda
your
like,
time.
you know, what's the point? Yeah, no, I agree. I associate video games as being a child, not in like just like I played them as you know as a kid, and then I just stopped. So there's no other association of being an adult and playing video games. So I don't have any. So in my mind, anyone who does that, what do you fucking mean, kid playing games for? But I guess it's a different world.
She's a different world, mate.
Sean says Ryu from Street Fighter,
Yeah.
Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat, and Mario. Right, they're good answers.
And that's a good one. Ryu's a
Right,
gangster. Sub-Zero is
But then-
extra gangster.
All you're doing is fighting all the time.
Yeah,
That
that's
seems a
the
little
thing. That's
aggressive, doesn't it?
Yeah, and like I don't really get the point.
That's a
in-
little aggressive.
Like in the tournaments of Street Fighter, and because the whole game is based on the fact you're in a tournament fighting against all these people around the world. But the same with Mortal Kombat, that's about you fighting to the death. It's like
Yeah, well, I finish him.
yeah, like you like take people's
That
heads
shit was
off, take their hearts out and shit.
Yeah.
But like,
I bang with that.
no, I don't think I want to be someone from that world.
Yeah, I feel like Street Fighter, you just beat them up, everyone's good.
It's a little
But
dark.
yeah, Mortal Kombat is a little dark, yeah. When you actually like rip it high, it doesn't like...
It's like rip your spine out, you know, breathe fire out of your face.
Yeah, I don't know about that. You're right. And then make
Scorpion wins.
Oh my god, that sounded too.
Yeah, that
fun.
seems fun, actually. Dude, when I think about that, I actually forgot about those games. They were fun. I remember going to the arcade. This is how old we are. They used to have arcades. You know what arcade is?
Yeah,
Yeah, them shits?
yeah. I played arcade when I was like 10. I
Okay.
loved it.
Okay, cool. Just in case, because
Oh,
there's a lot
yeah.
of things that I thought...
Oh no, yeah. Arcades like I grew up on that until like the PlayStation 2 was like relevant, and then I just started playing that. And I was like, what's the point in an arcade?
No, completely. Once the shit you can get at home was as good as the arcade, then that's completely
No point,
makes no
yeah.
sense. But we used to go when we were like, I don't know, do you remember Notion Baronia? Near the mall, there was this arcade like across the street. I remember watching like, I don't know, being 10, 11 years old type of thing, watching dudes, and like, I remember just seeing these guys just like this fucking like crazy
That was
controls,
mashing
just
buttons,
murking,
was
we're
out
just
of
like,
control.
oh, yo, what the fuck, man? Like,
Yeah, yep.
these people were out of control. I love it. Tiff said Sub-Zero was lit and Scorpion. And she said, the questions we ask Gen Zers. Yeah. Hey, well, you know, it's a strange experience. We're all like, you think it's going to be the same, but like, it's a different world that y'all grew up in, really, because of what you were saying before. And it's like, did you play outside?
Yeah, but it was
Did you like play like?
Did
you know,
you play
But it was like
aside from soccer, like, 'cause I know it's like, I know it sounds like a ridiculous question.
Yeah, I'm loving it. Go for
By
it.
play outside, what do you mean?
So like me, like every single day, I didn't care about coming home and playing. We didn't have a computer because it wasn't really much of a thing. And like you had one, but Dad had it for work. It was you know, occasionally he'd let us play games, but he had to use it. So like there was no phones when we were teenagers or 12, 13 type of thing. So we'd come home, we'd be rollerblading, playing basketball, playing cricket, playing soccer, probably
Anything.
not so much. Like riding bikes, like fucking around, like going to look for bugs. And we used to look for crickets and stuff and kill them and shit, like psychos.
Cicadas and shit.
Yeah, so like we just play outside. It was like a thing. Sometimes you got your action figures, you can take whatever and play outside and stuff. As opposed, or like on a trampoline, as opposed to like sitting in the controller. That's all.
We did probably until probably like maybe the first year of secondary school, high school, like maybe like the first year of that.
Okay, that's good.
But then when stuff like games consoles and everything like came like just a normal thing for everyone to have, it was I'm gonna stay inside and play games. Like let's do that instead.
It wasn't
Or-
even like
yeah, and then
like a
eventually
thing.
we got to a stage where it was okay. Do you want to come out and play football? We didn't play outside like that. Like it wasn't.
okay.
It wasn't. But I do think that's dependent on where you grow up in, because I feel like that community where you just go outside, do random shit. That sounds really American to me, and that's not like. Maybe because I just played PlayStation or just only went out to play football and shit. Like we never, like I don't remember one story where it was just we played outside.
Really?
I don't think it was like, oh, we'll play football.
Was
or,
it the type of area you lived in?
It could be, maybe, but it was like there's no reason not to. What we did when we were in secondary school, especially, we used to always go to the shopping mall and just chill after school. But that wasn't like that. That was only until like I don't know, year 9 or like year 8. But then
Did y'all get in trouble or you just fluffing around?
just literally window shopping. That's it.
Right.
Wasting time.
Wasting time. But then, like, I couldn't tell you of any story where you would go out and just, play tag. It was just like, do random shit, like go find crickets and shit. We wouldn't do that.
Didn't do shit like that?
Sounds like movies.
It could be because we were suburban. Like, we lived in the suburbs, and it was like, you know what a court is? If you call it a court, like a street cul-de-sac, like a street that doesn't go through.
Yeah, I know.
So we always lived in a court, like typically at the top of the court too. So we would always be already there, and that means you walk down, then there's hardly any concern about cars coming.
Yeah,
so we could hang around and like play. You'd hardly ever have to move, unless like or someone was doing like a Yui at the top of the street or something. Most of the time, you didn't have to really worry about anything that. So it was like, I think it was the suburban life, probably. Like because I can imagine if I had kids where we live right now, like the fuck are they gonna do? There's parks and stuff, but like it's not like he's gonna be off you go.
It's a good point. Living in an apartment,
see him.
Mad different.
Yeah, total different life. I think because we were in a house, they could probably see us if they wanted to, or you knew we wouldn't go too far. We never allowed to go past the street or that type of shit.
Yeah. And
we didn't. We just did what we were good.
Yeah, fucked around with the neighbors.
Yeah, literally. Sean says, no, not really.
Not really.
Sean says, I grew up playing outside a lot as a kid. It was the life. Playing baseball. You used to play baseball. Playing baseball was fun times. Taught how to throw different pitches.
We never did that stuff.
No? So you weren't just like, because you couldn't just walk. Were you in the street where you could just walk outside and just start playing cricket?
Yeah, no, but I had a park across the road from mine. Literally,
you still wouldn't do it.
But we wouldn't. We play football. There was no, let's go out and play baseball. Let's go out and play cricket.
Well, I mean, maybe because Sean's grew up in Toronto, baseball was more of a thing. Like, we played baseball. We played all sports, though.
We didn't play all sports.
Yeah.
It was only
we played footy,
only football.
Aussie
baseball was more at
yeah.
school. We'd play cricket in the court, but we played baseball at school.
Sometimes we played it. It was just, like, harder with two people. Like, it's not really fun. You either miss it, and then you got to go run and get it, or you smack it really far, and then you got to go get it. Whereas at least cricket, you could just bunt it, like just hit it to the side. And it's kind of cool. You had the wickets, and you could get them out, and it's funny. Yo!
Man, I'd even go out in the court by myself with that fucking tennis trainer. It's like a cement block with the tennis ball and a big rubber string, and you fucking belt it.
Yeah, that shit was
come
cool.
back to you.
Or that little stick thing. What was that stick thing? And you smacked it on the
Orbit
ball.
tennis.
Yeah, that shit was lit.
That was fire.
Yeah, it was good times.
Jamming in the ground.
Fucking balls.
Fun times as a goodies,
mate. Oh, we're gonna ramp it up a bit when we get to the high school one. My question:
turn it up.
What is your favorite and most useful thing you've ever bought for less than $100? Like just something that you're like, I cannot get by without this fucking thing. And like you would,
wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a lot of people right now. We were talking about just before. Like we just got an air fryer for Christmas from Uncle Dan. And we've been using it the last couple of nights, and it's wild. And I've seen people. I saw someone tweet right before this saying, "Bury me with my air fryer."
God dang!
So I feel like that's the type of thing that people would be sort of talking about. But like I'm talking like not like your phone, obviously that's like thousands or whatever. But like you're something that's more. I know, right? It's an
everything I have. Okay.
That's like mad expensive.
I don't know anything that I could leave the house and think, oh my god, I need it, apart from my phone.
I'd say like leaving the house. I'm not even say within the house.
Oh, okay.
Because when you leave the house, you go wallet, keys, phone. That's really what you can bring with you. But like, say I don't know, like this is not my thing, but say this bottle opener is so sick.
Love that joint
because it has like a bolt at the top, and if you like keeping your beer caps, like say if you collect them, it pulls it off perfectly every time. This is magnetized, so it sticks, so you're not getting caps flying.
It doesn't bend the cap. It's a magic device.
It's perfect every single time. It's my favorite thing. Like it's one of my favorite things I own for sure. I love this fucking thing.
That's a good point. I'd have to put that on my list as well, but I'll have to put it as a sub thing. Hang on, let me think now.
It's not like the A1 thing. I'm just trying to look around too and be like, like it's a tough one, eh?
Dude.
To be honest, I stole.
Oh, my sleep mask. There you go.
Ooh, see, there you go. Boom, great one. I've been loving it too.
I am a sensitive sleeper, and so if light comes in, I'll just wake up. So when I got one of the dodgy Amazon, well, not the dodgy ones, like the best Amazon rip-off of the Manta mask, whatever. Yeah, I got that honestly a year and a half ago. It was a fucking game changer because I could stay asleep for longer. I had a deeper, better sleep. That was the best thing. I think it was like $50, whatever. Soft. Love that shit. So that was a game changer for me. Sleep mask.
That's a great one. Sean says, my grinder that charges by USB. That's a great one too. That's a really good idea.
That's a 2021 grinder. Give him a round of applause.
Oh, round of applause.
That's a good one. Yeah,
Grinder. That's that fancy man thing.
That's great. Yeah. No fucking around.
Well done, Sean. Well done. I'm just
Zero fucking around there, buddy.
No, not even like a little bit. I'm even trying to I feel like there's a bunch of stuff that like I just like maybe I can't see anything off the top of my head where I'm just looking around and being like, yo, maybe there's something in the bedroom I'm not thinking of. But it's something that's just like handy and beneficial. Like, It's actually a question. If anyone knows Tim Ferriss, he's an author, podcaster, speaker, whatever. He's had a couple books, and one of his books he asked all these like super successful people a set series of questions, and that's one of the questions he asked them is, what's your favorite purchase for under $100? One that's really like impacted your life. And I think one of the best examples is that sleep mask thing. And usually all these like successful folks will have something that'll improve. To
do with like health and fitness. Well, not fitness, but like just overall healthy
I would say not even about health, but improving your life in some shape or form. So your sleep mask.
Because even if I have a 4-hour sleep, I still feel like a 4-hour sleep with it compared to without it, I feel more rested because like my body thinks it's fucking midnight still because I'm having a deeper rest regardless of what time it is. Because they're like 100% blackout and they're actually really fucking close. It's like you can barely, unless someone shines like a fucking light right on your face, you can't see shit. Super sick.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed. You got me one for Christmas and I've been using it every day. I sometimes wake up and I just find it on the bed next to me, so I must have pulled it off in the night. But that's a couple of times.
Yeah.
But otherwise, you're exactly right. You can position it so it like really blocks out. Sometimes like one eye will have like a sliver of light, but it's nothing.
Soft, completely soft. Like, not enough to wake you up or anything, but it's a good sleep aid because sleep is so important. So even if we get a short amount of sleep, it's still solid. Yeah. Anyway, it's enough about sleep masks.
That's a good one. Do you have anything? Yeah, I can't think of anything else. I didn't even have an example.
Yeah, it's difficult.
I know, right? But yeah, if we think of something later, then something might pop up into my head, like just some shit you use like all the fucking time.
I'm trying to think of something that I have that's really really cheap that I just use all the time that I just don't even like realize.
Like one of my favorite.
You know what's actually sick? I actually bought a fucking. I mean, I bought a kettle. Okay.
I was about to say
a kettle. Really? No shit. Because we boil our shit in that small little dog for ages, and then I don't know. I just finally got a kettle. It's the start of 2020, so about a year ago I got a kettle, and it changed the game. I got like a good steel one. It's like it's fucking proper. So I'm not heating up boiling shit in a little tiny ass pot anymore.
I actually got a gooseneck kettle. It is mine. I got it for under $100, but it was worth nearly $200.
It's a gooseneck kettle.
It's it's for coffee. I can get it, but basically it's like a long, thin neck, and the idea allows you to
I see that
coffee.
Joint.
So it allows you to guide the water. So it was like nearly a $200 kettle, isn't it ridiculous? but you can choose I paid like 50% off, so I was like whatever. But you can choose the
never pay full price ever.
Nah, never. Fuck that.
Oh, that's good. That's
you can choose the temperature,
for the boons.
Exactly, for coffee. And Tiff and I have been getting more into fancy tea lately, and a lot of the teas have similar boiling point, 93 degrees, 96 degrees, blah, blah, blah. So that thing allows for so much more control over it, as well as like accuracy with pouring, which is dope.
Instead of scorching your beans. That's actually really cool, dude.
Right? Because otherwise...
you got a bougie-ass kettle.
Yeah, super bougie kettle. I love it so much. The other thing would be the Chemex. Dan got it for Christmas as well. I use that every day now. I have a pour over, but I just put the pour over thing on top of like a French press. So it's like, and it's not like, that's super dope as well. Both of those things are much cheaper than the Chemex, but Chemex is fancier and looks nicer and easier to maneuver, whereas the pour over into the French press, it's almost fallen a bunch of times, and I don't want to break it and stuff, so it's mad annoying. But coffee equipment is fire. Sean says Bluetooth speaker. A Bluetooth speaker as well. Yeah, them shits are lit.
Man, some Bluetooths are crazy. Connor got a crazy Bose one. Yeah. Bose. Man, it looks like a little cone without like the point chopped off, but it's just absolutely thumps. He puts it in his bag.
He just brings it around.
When we're riding trails in the summer, he'd have it in his backpack and we listen to like fast
while you're
rock music.
While you're riding.
Yeah, it's in his backpack, and I
love it.
Off we go. It's actually kind of fucking hilarious.
I like that. That's dope.
So they bangs hard.
Yeah, those things are good. I gotta get another one. All right. Then the next thing would be the high school stories. Does anyone have something they want to specifically say? Like maybe we'll try and keep it to a little bit, so we'll spread these out over time. Like do one or two.
I'll do one. It's a ripper.
All right, do yours.
Doing it. Grade 8 science. Okay, right. Fucking no idea what we're talking about. I mean, just picture like 5 rows. I'm in the middle of the middle.
Okay.
And I'm with 3 blokes. We're all sitting together, and I just had bad guts, and I'm like, oh shit, So I just dropped a fart, and it was like, oh, it wasn't too good.
Plastic chairs where you can't even hide it.
You couldn't even hide it. Couldn't smother it. Had to just slowly ease it on out. And then blokes either side of me were like, oh, and I was like, oh, sorry boys, fuck, my bad. Hand up, like that's me. And then we moved along. Like 5 minutes later, I'm just like, oh, and I felt that. When you get that fucking hot, silent but deadly one that brews, and if you keep it inside, it's going to damage your insides. But if you let it out, all hell's going to break loose. Moving. So I chose hell.
Okay.
And fucking so you remember Mr. Baum? See, remember that guy?
I know
science
the name,
teacher, grey hair, old guy. He was a good bloke. Anyway,
okay.
So he was super cool, super funny. So I fucking let it go, and I just felt the heat rise. And then my mate Richard was next to me, and he just goes, "Oh!" He didn't even say anything. He just goes, "Oh!" and then he dipped. And so him getting up kind of alerted people, and then. I just it was so bad that I started cracking up immediately. Like, how like you laugh so hard that you vibrate on your own axis. And like, it was so funny, dude. I couldn't even. So the fart comes out, and then so picture it from above, and there's the 5 rows. I'm in the middle, and then everyone just kind of just separates, dissipates, just runs. Everyone's just like, oh, what is that? Oh, fucking. So I made the whole classroom just like separate, go to the outside of the walls. Mr. Baum's like, what on earth? He's like, who was that sort of thing? And then he's like, get in the corridor. And I'm just like, oh, fuck. So I was dying laughing. I couldn't even get up to walk away. So I had to sit in the corridor for so long. All the windows got opened. Absolutely tragic day for grade 8 for young Bradley.
No detention?
No detention, just a brief speaking. And he's like, oh, you need to fix your diet up. It's just tragic. It's just terrible. I think it was just full of lollies.
It's like,
I cleared a classroom in grade 8 science. That's it.
Well done.
Yeah,
well done.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I love it.
Got a lethal back door.
Damn right you do. To this day. So this large anus of yours.
Oh my god. I don't know if it's large. It just does some damage.
It's like a windsock.
Just collapse around in its own little.
Around its own little. Oh my gosh.
Let's just move along, shall we?
All right. Do you have one, Dan?
I always took this podcast into the dirt.
I have one.
Yeah, let's do one.
Which is like
we'll just keep them going every week.
It was just like it wasn't even that. I don't really know how this happened, but
give me an embarrassing one, Dan.
I ain't got really many. I don't think we have any embarrassing stories.
If you didn't clear a classroom.
Honestly, like nothing like that even happened. I need to think on about that one, but this one, there was one time I think it was a substitute teacher, but she was like a substitute teacher all the time for us, so we like kind of knew her, so it wasn't like
some random who just
it wasn't like some random woman just came and we just fucking took the piss out of her. Right. And then this one came, she was like teaching for a while, from what I remember anyway. She was just teaching, doing her thing, and then we were just like fuck this is a supply teacher, like who cares? And then I think I got caught for doing something and I got sent out of class. She like quickly followed me out of class. My friend ran to the door and locked her out of the class. And she thought that I did what I did on purpose so she can get locked out.
Oh.
So I got in like
that's
proper trouble.
That's a fair summary.
But like, I didn't tell her to send me out. So.
Oh, but you knew that was. I can see why she would think that.
But I didn't tell her to send me out. She just sent someone else out.
Most teachers, would they send the kid out?
Yeah, I guess, but
it's a bit of a stretch, but I can see where she was thinking.
I kind of get
That's
it.
all I'm saying.
I kind of get it.
I believe you.
Thank you so much. And then
I believe you, Dan.
Thank you.
Yes, we're all supporting you.
About time. And then
wow.
My friend basically locked her out, and he was just stood there in front of the door like,
holding it
literally in front of her, and like, I don't know what happened. And
that was pretty dumb. Because then, what are you gonna do? What's the
end goal?
What's the exit?
Just to troll. That's it. No one cares. No one cares.
So just lock her out for being we locked you out, and then you sit down and expect nothing's gonna happen to you. That's pretty dumb. There's no strategy behind that at all.
What could we do? Run?
I mean, you could run, but then she's gonna know who you are because everyone's a fucking snitch.
Yeah, school has so many snitches. Some woman snitched on me for having an vape cigarette in class, just like because my friend had it on her and I just wanted to try it, and I did it under the table, me and my other friend. Then they called both our parents, said we were basically smoking in class, and I was like,
wow.
Oh my god, there's another teacher. No, there's one teacher who I hate to this day. She is the worst. Like I don't even know what her role was because she wasn't a supply. She seemed like to be a teacher's assistant for one teacher only, and she would do anything for this teacher. She was a ride or die for this teacher. Honestly, I don't know what she could have done for this, like for her to be acting like this, but she done anything the teacher told her to do, she'll do it, or she'll believe. And there was one time, some new kid lost like 50p in class, and then it wasn't even like that peak, like it wasn't that deep.
It's 50 cents for people who don't know what he's talking about.
Oh yeah, sorry.
50 cents, I love it.
And then the assistant got told, and then she told the teacher, and then I think, from what I remember, the teacher somehow left, but the assistant just kept us in. And we were just like, are you serious? Anything she says, you just believe. And then like, that was the whole thing, like throughout the whole time I was at that school. To this day, I still think about how much I hate that woman, because she would do anything the teacher said. It was just weird. Honestly.
So the assistant is an employee or she's a student?
An employee.
Okay.
So, but she wasn't like a sub teacher. She didn't teach anything. She was just.
Did she have authority to keep you in class?
That's what she thought. Honestly, anything the actual teacher said to her, she would do it. It just doesn't matter.
Wouldn't that be her job to do exactly that?
I'm
not standing up for her, I'm saying. I'm just curious. I'm curious to the job, like if the
class is quiet, and then I don't know, maybe I turn my head or something, and the teacher goes, so the assistant will go to the teacher.
Oh, Dan turned his head.
Yeah, shit like that, and then she'd make a big thing and send me out, for example. But that would be only because.
So their job was a full-time snitch.
But yeah, her job was basically just to be a snitch.
God.
She wasn't like a teacher. Like she didn't teach me anything. She was in that class being a snitch the whole time. It was the worst.
That's weird. Like an informant with a uniform on.
Yeah, it's just.
You can tell. With like a sachet to say I'm a snitch.
We didn't have no shit like that.
That was the only class ever. Like the only class I ever had. I think it was from art class when I was in like year 7.
Wow.
And like she's just such a snitch.
Are you drinking wine, Tiffany? Wow. Are you drinking wine?
No.
Okay, it's a wine glass.
Oh, it's my CBD.
Oh, the CBD drink. Okay. Sorry, I'm just keeping Tiff on her game. She's been very well behaved, so I just want to make sure.
Oh, it's January. Is that why?
She's just cutting down on the alcohol, and she's been good. Would have really surprised me if she was drinking wine. See, I wasn't trying to snitch. Speaking of snitches, Sean says, I split my chin open playing T-ball. That was not a fun time.
Ouch.
What's T-ball?
No. T-ball is baseball, but they have a stick. It's for kids. So instead of throwing a ball at them, there's a stick, and the ball just sits there, and then you can just smash the ball. So it's like
on
easy
a tee,
to smash it.
Craig. It's on a tee.
It's like golf.
Right.
It's like baseball golf. There you go.
Baseball golf. I've never heard of that.
Do you know what kickball is?
No.
Your kickball was the best.
Kickball's lit.
So
dude, what do you mean?
What's kickball?
Yeah, so it's like, I guess it's not everywhere. So it's like, basically you play it in like, usually an asphalt kind of, like a basketball court, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like baseball, but you kick a big rubber fucking ball.
But like a rubber ball that's like really easy to kick, and you kick it and it goes.
Oh, like a volleyball. So
no,
like a
rubber thing. Like
it doesn't have a hard outside like a soccer ball or volleyball. It's almost like just the inside of a
But it's got some grip though.
But it's got some grip on it. So it's like just that kind of material, like the bladder in and of itself.
Yeah.
And
it's a rubber outside.
Exactly.
But it's super malleable.
Usually pretty, maybe the size of a basketball-ish. And like you could
smaller.
squish it, probably a little smaller, yeah. And you could squish them and they go in a bit. So when you kick them, it's almost like the rubber
like a big
bounces.
butty, like when you press a big butty.
Yeah, like we kick it over the roof every fucking time. And it just go. Then you had like hula hoops as the bases, and you had to run around, but they had like 10 bases.
Yeah, you make them up. You can fuck around.
Yeah, you can do whatever. It was like we played it like properly
on like 2 basketball courts or like 2 netball courts. That's
yeah. Probably netball's
You know what
better, so
netball
they
is,
don't know
Dan?
about- Netball?
Yeah, I know
No.
netball.
Oh yeah,
That's the
Canadians
bas-
don't know netball.
So many people, fucking North Americans, no
It's
idea.
pretty shit though. It's like basketball. You can't.
Yeah, netball, and you can't
It's
dribble,
terrible.
and you go backboard is whack.
It's so whack.
Yeah. I remember in grade 6, because only girls were allowed to play it, and there's this one
Yeah, it
dude
was
who
like-
fought for it, and he had and he to be on the team because he was like saying say it's sexist, and they made him wear a skirt, and he did it.
What?
And he wore on top of his shorts, but he wore the skirt to play the game. And, like, he was
Right.
the first boy playing girls
It's
netball.
just netball.
Probably just
like,
to make a point. I didn't want to be around chicks. I don't know.
It's just netball.
It's pretty whack.
That's like terrible. I couldn't think of a worse sport than netball. That's terrible.
That's pretty
Netball's
funny though.
shit. Shouts to netball players.
We used to play netball during basketball training to get our passing up.
Oh, it's really good for passing. That's a good idea.
That makes sense. Actually.
That's
a good
That's
drill.
what we used to do.
Because it's straight
That's a good
passing,
drill.
and you got to really like be zoned
That makes
into
sense.
everybody and make
Can't
sure
fuck
you're
about.
getting through the park because you can
The Olympic
bounce
sport.
pass. Yeah, it's some serious shit.
More cunts should know about it. There's a lot of Olympic sports that cunts don't know about, isn't it? So that
True.
makes sense.
A lot of weird ones.
Breakdancing.
Breakdancing. Is that
Break
a sport?
dancing.
It's a sport in the Olympics now.
Really? Good for them.
Good for them.
Shit,
breakdancing.
man's doing windmills and stuff, getting gold medals.
It's one of the elements, fam. One of the
Yeah,
elements.
right. Hip hop, real hip
Hip
hop.
hop, hip hop.
The only
So what we do
so
is
many-
skip it on to the next team? Or what, mate?
Well, can I do a quick high school story?
No.
And then we'll move on to the culture news,
Do
and
it.
then we'll do the music. Yeah, I don't know which one to go for. I figure this is sort of funny. So in, I don't know, probably year 12, there was this Asian exchange student from China. His name was Eric, or his English name was Eric. I'm pretty sure. And he was mad cool, and he taught me how to say motherfucker in, I believe it might have been Cantonese or Mandarin, I'm not sure which particular one. So every time I saw him, like, hey, motherfucker, and he'd say it back to me, and it was like, we're laughing, funny, and we kept saying it for like months and months. Everything was cool. And then all of a sudden, at the top, where the lockers were, you know how it was like, we're talking about the quadrangle last episode with the dick? And up there, and I said it to him, and all of a sudden, he just started, he like looked at me with these big, you know how like when people go kind of crazy and he had like eyes and they shake?
Intense
the psycho eyes.
Yeah.
Like he did that, and I think he tried to, he just did an open hand slap, but he kind of like didn't really get me. And I was just like, what the fuck? And I was like, even though I was a scrawny, like super non-confrontational, not that I am much different now, but I gurk some hands, trust me, with the non-dominant hand if I had to. But like, I was just like, what the fuck, bro? Like, and then he tried. The funniest part was like this, and this was like because he's from China. He did a full like jump, like a really bad one, but a jump kick. Like tried to full like karate shit me, like then jumped in the air and tried to kick me.
Ass.
Yeah, and I just moved out the way. And then I was with my boys.
Get
I was
fucked.
like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? And like that was kind of it. Never spoke to me again. And it was just, but I don't like it when people like switch like that.
That's weird, man.
Shit is mad.
That was weird, yeah.
So like maybe he just like thought I disrespected him that one time, or got, I don't know, because he taught me the word and we laughed for months every time he'd see him a couple times a week and say, hey.
See, that's the funny part. He just
and just flipped.
That's the weird bit. Flipped on you.
So like, because he probably would have beat me up. I didn't know how to fight then. Not that I do now either. Once again, but I wasn't super interested in that. Another almost fight time in hip. Me and you grew up at a time in Australia where no one was really into hip hop. There were very few of us
At all.
but we wore it on our sleeves. We wore like all the gear to school, and like we didn't really like hold back on any of that stuff. So when they had free dress day, I was trying to think of the name of it. So like we had to wear a uniform in all our
Fridays.
schools. And usually Fridays or once a month or something, you paid a gold coin donation, so $2 or $1 or whatever, and you got to wear your own clothes. So I remember one day, this dude used to always give me shit. His name was Todd, little fucking fuckboy. And he used to always like, they always go, yo, homie G, and they do like rap hands.
I hate that shit.
And I can't, even to this day, I swear to God, if someone says that, I'm going to fight them immediately. Like, I've got no... I'm so like sensitive to that because I want, like, everyone who used to do that, I want to kill everybody. So then one day I remember, and he was just always giving me shit, like always making fun of hip hop and stuff around. And he was a year younger than me, keep in mind, but he was like 4 inches taller than me, real big, probably double my weight. Like he would have pummeled me absolutely. And then the next day, I remember he was giving me real shit one day, and I was like, I had enough. And then the next day, I was like, oh no, because it was usually when I wore my own clothes because I had baggy ass pants. I remember I wore a Fuji's t-shirt because I just went to the Fuji show. And I wore a big ass Nike.
That was my first concert.
That was your first. That was, and we got the ticket from Lauren here, which I have right here. That's Lauryn Hill. 1996, Lauryn Hill.
Thanks to young Bradley jumping up saying, oi, oi, oi. There it is. Bang. Hey.
There's the ticket. Friday, December 6, 1996.
1996. Wow.
Where were you?
I wasn't even born.
That's fucking right. So anyway, sorry, Daniel. You're like, wow. That was unnecessary.
Wow.
Cut deep.
Wow. Sorry. Was my point? Oh yeah. So I knew this guy was fucking with me, and I was like, I'm not gonna dress differently so he doesn't say anything. I didn't really have any other clothes, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just do me. And I brought a knife to school, like this little pussy pocket knife that might not have even broken the skin if I tried to go. So it was like tiny. I put it in my pocket.
Multi-Ghetts tool.
No, it wasn't even a good one. I wish it was. It was one of those ones that was so flat it had a single blade. And it was the blade itself was like 1.5 inches. Like it was so redundant. I feel like he would have probably laughed. Yeah, if I got in close, you probably could have done something. But imagine if I pulled it out in front of people, like he would like, look at this fucking guy. And I would have got laughed at. But anyway, I brought it to school ready to stab him. He didn't say none. Because I was like, I swear to God, I want to fight him so. I don't think I've ever wanted to fight anybody more. And I really hope he's doing bad in life.
Interesting.
Fuck you, Todd. Suck my dick from the back, you fucking piece of shit. Anyways. So,
there you go.
That felt good. It felt good to say that. So,
it felt good. All right.
Anyone else wants to say anything to anyone that they hate? Definitely type it in the comment. We can read it out.
Yeah.
Suck your dick from the back. How about that? How about we do the community a service?
Oh, man.
We got any culture news or topics we want to talk about this week? Dr. Dre's back. He got out of the hospital.
I saw Dr. Dre's back.
So he's in the building again. Hopefully he's stable.
Saw a gang photo with all the boys, like, DFC and all the all the men in the studio there. So they were
cool.
Throwing their things up.
What else?
Verzuz coming up.
Yes, is
it on Wednesday?
Really? Can you check?
Is it on Wednesday?
Is it the Keyshia and Brandy? Not Brandy. Keyshia and
Ashanti. Yeah.
Okay, so they're finally doing that shit. Wednesday's good night. I'm ready for that.
It's
cool because
Jan. Oh wait, it was set for Jan 9th.
That was also haven't announced a new date yet.
Postponed again. Let's see. This is 6 days ago.
Oh, postponed again.
Final date Thursday, the 21st of January.
So this Thursday. Nice. All right, cool. That's good.
Thursday. Sorry, mate.
That's all right. It doesn't interfere with my life, so I'm comfortable with that.
8 p.m.
8 p.m. So we'll definitely check for that. That's great. I guess there's going to be some crazy shit happening in 2 days in America because the inauguration for Biden is on the 20th. So there's about to be some shit. Keep an eye out for that. Shouts to all the Americans. Stay safe.
Please stay safe.
Really stay home for multiple reasons. Yeah, just, the white supremacists going to be out in force.
Cunts.
So, careful there. I swear there's been other shit that's happening over the weekend.
I'm trying to look right now. See there's nothing really notable, mate.
There's a new documentary coming out about NBA college players. I don't know.
Okay.
It's just showing their journey from school and why they choose certain schools over staying in their own and how they become basically pros.
That'd actually be fascinating.
Which is quite sick. Yeah, I just saw a trailer for it. It looked pretty cool. So I'll watch that.
Okay.
I don't even know.
Is there? I'm just trying to.
I did see from Lil Wayne.
Yes,
Lil Wayne is expected to be pardoned by Donald Trump this week.
This is the second time you pulled exactly what I was about to say. We did the kettle, and now we did that. We're just connected tonight. No, it's perfect. It's hilarious. Exactly. Right. So say that again for the people in the back.
So Lil Wayne expected to be pardoned by Donald Trump this week. So Trump reportedly plans on pardoning Lil Wayne, along with up to 100 other people on his last full day in office. Wayne is currently facing a federal weapons charge stemming from a December 19 incident in Miami. He's agreed to plead guilty to illegally possessing a loaded weapon, but still faces up to 10 years in prison if convicted. How is that?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, mate. That is wild.
Fucking up.
Wheezy F.
That it could explain the Trump photo, but he's also said problematic shit in the past too. So, I don't know if that's fact or not. I guess we'll find out tomorrow when they announce it. But there's also they say he might try and pardon his kids and some other shady ass motherfuckers. That's that's why he was hanging out with him. Potentially, but he also said he doesn't believe in the Black Lives Matter movement because he thinks society is not racist because everyone's always been nice to him because he's been rich since he was 17.
Oh, goodness.
They want it like I didn't see a mill before 17. Sorry, I'm still bangs with Wayne Heavy.
Me too.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about this in a sec. Sean saying Chip Send for Stormzy was mid. Send is British for this, I guess.
Yeah.
I've seen people gas it up like it's something special. Chip is hit and miss sometimes. We'll talk about that as we go into the music. But yeah, that happened last week for the Rappity Rap heads. Yeah, I can't really think of anything that I saw that was like super wild or like yo type shit. Not even enough to write down. So a little quiet, eh?
A little bit.
I mean, I guess maybe there's shit happening in the world, but not so much in...
James Harden went to the Nets. What's all on there?
Yeah,
I watched that game, his first game. He absolutely slayed, but that's a weird trade.
Sports, huh?
Sports, eh?
Fuck.
Yeah, the sports see easy. There's, I've seen like 3 NBA games this since it started.
When did it start?
Back, so ages ago.
December, I think, or mid-December.
Oh,
yeah.
Are they doing the same thing? Were they playing in?
It's not in a bubble,
Florida.
They're on their bubbles and shit. Yeah, so the
is it?
Raptors have been living in fucking miles away for ages.
They live in Florida, right?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That seems.
That's quite unfair, I think. But
I mean, whatever.
It's not ideal.
Have to have your sports, I guess. They do think, but damn, you know.
Well, the hockey's doing something similar. The hockey's like kind of told me. I obviously don't follow the hockey at all, but like the Canadian teams are just playing each other in Canada and be like, "Fuck you, America! We're going to do everything. You know, we're going to keep the that side of things going." So they're going to have like different, all the leagues are going to be split up a little bit.
So it's like they're separated,
split up. So, and then when the playoffs come, they're still going to do playoffs, but like until then, everyone just does their own little thing. So
the divisions,
weird,
sort of the Canadian division, and then. Yeah, it's funny that they still are so desperate to keep it going when shit is so crazy. That was the other thing I saw in the last week. Speaking of sports, I believe it was Alabama, there was a sports team that won, some sort of football team or a college football team, and there was like, I don't want to exaggerate, but it was like 1 million cunts. It looked like the Raptors championship parade in the streets.
Oh, really?
In COVID. Yeah, I mean, obviously, it doesn't. A lot of things have happened during this time. Protests and stuff like that are to actually make human life better. This was just to celebrate a sports team win, and there was 1 million cunts. It was just, I was like, they're never, ever getting out of it. It's not happening. I just, even in my head now, I'm just sort of like, all right, I guess it's going to be maybe
years and years.
Probably
like 5.
At the earliest, probably 3. In my first guess is 5. Yeah, I agree. I think we're just fucked. Like, or they are fucked.
The amount of videos that I see from like just people partying, it's like, what the fuck?
Constantly. Like, bless you. I feel like a lot of folks, everyone, bless you. I feel like a lot of people, everyone has slightly different things and like self-rules how they protect themselves from it, which makes it sort of whatever. I mean, the problem is we have different ways of doing things because there's still been no consensus over a lot of different things. Like, why I don't know. Like, we'll talk about it yesterday. Like, the plant shop on the way here is open, and the supermarket.
Yeah, they're considered essential. Yeah,
but like nothing else. I'm like, it just like I don't like the inconsistencies, and like I understand, like, but I don't know. It's a long whole other conversation, but like, yeah, it's fucked up, and the Americans seem to just be not giving a fuck. I keep seeing vloggers go to like Miami. And just everywhere, everything. It's like normal clubs, restaurants, bars, everything. Beach, packed, everything. It just looks like normal life. I'm like, only that they're wearing masks sometimes. And that's it. It's just, they don't even... And I've seen a few folks, and this is the thing, I saw this Ontario letter that someone wrote to the government. Or it was, I don't think it was from the government, I think it was 2. And it was someone saying what is it? The cure is worse than the disease or something like that. And your man's Trey shared it on stories. And that explains him because they're Toronto vloggers who moved to Miami in the middle of a pandemic with children and a 67-year-old mother. They brought along and they're just out everywhere, restaurants, Disneyland, blah, 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 all that bullshit. And they're just some of the ones that I've seen do that. And then he shared a thing. I was like, the only way, everybody has to believe that it's not real or that it's not that serious in order to behave like that. So I figured, and I've seen a few other folks, even like not even from Canada, share the same thing, who are echoing that. So I really think people are still not understanding like the severity and what can really happen. It's exasperating. It just feels like, I don't know. When you're doing the right thing, I'm sure I've done shit wrong. We shouldn't have, but I'd say all of us do, for the most part. We're trying to do the right thing. Like, we're all not jumping on planes. We're not going on fucking vacations. Like, nobody stepped in this house aside from this guy because he lives in the building. Like, that's all, But people are having house parties and, like, doing all this shit. And I don't know, I'm over it. It's very annoying. So I feel like we're going to be in exactly where we are for quite some time. For better or worse.
Yeah, it's just like it's like watching the States is like watching a fucking bad movie. Just like, oh, you really don't want to help yourselves. Like, all the footage that I'm seeing is indicating that people really don't. Yeah, like you said, believe that it's real. They just don't give a fuck at all. It's crazy.
100%. That's the only explanation, because I'm like, I do know some people. The people I know are friends. I didn't realize thought like this. Think that it's either not real. I think the real extreme people think it's not real, but I think there's a lot of people, maybe a lot of people are anti-maskers or just don't want this to inconvenience their life. So they're like more of the lockdown or whatever is worse than the disease itself. But it wouldn't be, because it worked in Melbourne. And I don't want the government shutting us all down and telling, we have a curfew here at 8 p.m. You guys, Doug Ford didn't put it in Ontario. But they got a curfew here. It's been happening, I can't remember since when. After Christmas?
The 9th? Was it? No, the 8th?
Oh, was it? Okay, yeah, a week or so ago.
A week or so ago.
Yeah, so we have a curfew thing now, and it's like...
So what happens? Do the cops patrol the streets and be like, "Oh, dickhead, get inside"? Like,
yep. Oh, but no, they'll fine you. I think it's like $1,600 or something, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
So it's pretty bonkers. You're allowed to leave the house during the day and do your stuff, but that's better to do your shit and come home type of thing. So, like, I don't want them to have that power. Of course I don't. But it worked in Australia, and I want this gone if that's what it takes, and that's what it takes. It's because, like, even friends of mine, I know, I won't call them out, but I know they're going to each other's houses. He's told me this whole fucking time, always going to dudes' houses and stuff, like, to drink. But they were like, yeah, but we're careful, and it's just one, I'm like, I don't know, man. I just feel like that's the whole problem, though. Because, like, you might be doing the right thing, but you don't know what that motherfucker's doing, and then that person could go and do something and accidentally do some shit, and that's how it seems to be spreading. But at the same token, I do understand the frustrations with the extreme inconsistent messaging from the government, where they're like keeping schools open but closing gyms. But what if you could have a safe amount of people? Gyms have high ceilings and like typically really good air
ventilation and circulation.
Thank you. Exactly. Thank you. So like, if you schedule, I'm only allowed at the gym between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. and there's only 6 other people in there with me, and I booked it, and I wear my mask the whole fucking time, and I have to carry around, and there's someone walking around making sure everyone's sanitized. I don't know. I feel like there's probably going to be fine. But then they're shutting down gym. Even the gym that we used to go to is 24 hours. I saw it the other day, completely like papered up windows, like they shut down, went out of business, which is sad.
Fuck.
Like. Yeah, but then they're keeping kids in school, and I imagine kids aren't keeping their masks on. I imagine kids are touching everything and not giving
Dude, as if they are. Probably like swapping them and fucking losing them. Shit.
So I'm like...
Kids be kids.
Exactly. So that doesn't make sense, and we still never got it... Didn't mean to go on a whole rant here, but then they didn't confirm whether like it can travel on stuff. So maybe you're at the supermarket, like if I pick up this cereal box, am I going to get it, or do I have to make sure I wipe it down or take the bag outside when I get home? Like... We don't really know, so everyone's like, I don't know, just probably be better to be safe and assume it's everywhere and don't touch shit and wash your hands all the fucking time and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. So, yeah, America's the worst. I feel like Canada, we're not doing too great. Melbourne just got fucked up by the tennis, by the way. I don't know if you heard that. The Australian Open, they decided to go ahead with it with...
Oh, no.
What's the other thing got postponed? Something else got postponed. Formula One. But then they did the Australian Open. The tennis players came over. They let them come in. People on the flight had COVID. So apparently 7 people had COVID, and then they all could be, now there's like 120 or whatever people that could be exposed to this. So now all the tennis players, now the Australian Open even got postponed because none of the tennis players are allowed to play. They're all in quarantine, and now they're asking for more lenient rules and stuff. Felicity was telling me. I was like, that's fucking crazy. So... Yeah,
Jeez.
I just feel like everything was good. Melbourne did it right, and they're living mostly normal life. My boy John he's in New Zealand somewhere, and he just sent me a big like picture of a bunch of beers and shit in an esky, and he goes, yeah, I have a few friends over time. My friends over? He's like, yeah, man, we got like no restrictions.
Good to go. Yeah.
So I'm just like, if we did it right, we could also be living good. But they're playing. Everyone's too fucking selfish, and so just please don't be selfish and let's just get rid of this shit so we can just chill. I'd like to go to Vermont. I'd like to go to Australia. I'd like to go to Europe. I don't know. I want to do stuff, and you cunts are making it hard. Please.
Tell them, mate.
I'm trying to do my part now. I'm not going fucking anywhere. Like, we're just sitting at bitch asses home. We're just ordering groceries.
Yep.
We ain't even trying to leave to get groceries no more.
Honestly, dude.
It's too cold to go for a walk, so I ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
Fucking winter.
Fucking COVID, fucking winter. All right. Music?
Why not, eh?
Let's do
Music.
it.
So should we just run through it?
Not?
Or should we just do our usual talk about the top? What are you guys in the mood for? Based on the list. I'm easy. I feel like we could go either way.
I'm not fast.
I struggled to get a top 10, I think.
So just go through it all?
We can go through it all.
Yeah, do you know what? It was a solid week, but it wasn't world-changing.
Yeah, it wasn't at all.
All right. Let's run through it.
Overall, I thought it was kind of whack compared to other ones. I wasn't like, I probably only, like, if we would do a top 10, I'd probably give you 5 and then be like, meh, soft.
Yeah, you know what? I think we all feel the same about that. So I think we should just start from the start. We can just zip through it. So, Nosh, I think you put this one here. Tory Lanez dropped a video for the song Motorboat. It was a cool video. I liked it.
Yeah, I just saw that up. Yeah, that was okay.
Nice little drone shots and stuff. Nothing special. Just rapping on a rooftop and with some.
I mean, his music is never really that good, eh? Like, just like.
No, it was never world changing. I don't hate it. Though.
Yeah.
It was fine. Not too mad at it.
Yeah, I didn't hate it. It just wasn't like I thought because like when he does like his funk flex freestyles and he raps, he's got some fucking bars and he can rap. He's kind of cool, But then I don't know. This is all just very true. That's probably the only good thing. And he smokes woods and he's got. That's it.
Yeah, he's going pretty in. Looking at the plane. Typical shit. Nothing special. That's cool.
Is he in Canada?
Is he in Canada? No. Obviously not. He's wearing a coolest jumper as well. Fuck that.
Oh,
makes me sick. Yeah, he's in. I think he lives in LA because I think he's like one of those dudes who like claims Canada, but I don't know how. Like he might have been born here or something, but like I think he is like grew up part between here and the States or something. Maybe one parent was living there or from there or something. Like a Drake situation.
Makes sense.
Bit of both.
Yeah.
The next shit here, I think you put this here, something called Chillhop, a Chillhop and Jazzhop fantastic mix.
So yeah, Fantastic Music is the channel. It's like one of those lo-fi kind of like joints, but they have like playlists. And they have very specific moods to their thing. So this is just a new one. It's called Chillhop, but it's Chillhop and Jazzhop music with different. Like there's no one notable as far as producers I can tell you that you'd know, but there's a bunch of sick fucking tunes. It's just a total like. Clean the house, eat some food. If you were allowed to have a guest over, put this on in the background. It's fucking proper. So that was just a good, brand new vibe. That was just good times.
I like it. Okay,
so I'm gonna share that.
Got to slap that one. I actually didn't check this one. Chip and Young Ads and Young M.A. did a song called Lumity. How was that? I imagine you checked that.
Yeah, it was alright. It was quite disappointing because they.
Yeah,
it was sample there or something. Yeah. Oh, you saw it too, Nosh? Yeah.
No, I think she was just like.
Yeah.
She was actually had like her own verse and shit.
No, I mean Lumity. Lumity is a singer who did one song like 15.
Just the name of this song. It's not like.
So you didn't sample that. Stupid ass.
Oh no.
Okay.
It was just
no.
But yeah, they tease. I don't mind it.
So bad.
They teased an American artist, and then they were like, everyone was wondering who could it be, and it was just Young M.A. But like, I'm not mad at like, Young M.A. Like I think she's a sick rapper to be honest. But then it's like
she got bars.
Yeah, she got bars, but it's like I don't really want to hear her on. It's not really that big of a surprise if it's her on it.
Yeah, it's true. Kind of like okay, yeah. She didn't really like capitalize like Cardi B did on her career as well. She kind of like dropped the ball there.
Like she released one really big like song, and then
that was kind of it.
Other than that, it's like I don't know.
Everything else was disappointing. They took too long.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, another one. The Plug and M24 and Fivio Foreign did a song called Fashion. Are they British and then featured as Fivio Cat?
Yeah, Celebration and Fivio from New York.
Okay.
But yeah, it was decent. It was pretty good. I quite like M24. He's a drill rapper who's like really aggressive as well. Raps all that the usual drill shit. But it was quite cool hearing his sound along with the New York sort of drill style. Because apparently drill originates from New York, so...
Really?
Yeah, apparently.
I thought it was like Chicago. Okay.
I think it's New York or Chicago, one of them. But then like they have their own sound, and it's really similar to ours, and it's pretty cool hearing them on the track together. I think it's definitely a good song, but I think they could have done better. considering the two sounds like work pretty well together.
So maybe it was like a weak beat.
Yeah, like no, the beat was good. I just thought their verses.
It was
weren't-
okay.
Yeah, it was okay. Their verses are okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
nothing crazy. All right.
Mm-mm.
It was definitely better than some of the other songs from the grime region that was put in the list. So this one was okay compared to I didn't hate this one.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
That's high praise from Notion.
That is high. That is
Yes.
very high.
I didn't dislike it strongly.
Gotcha.
We don't hate things around here.
That's true. It's true. We don't have no time for that.
No.
Ghetts and
Except for Todd.
Stormzy. Damn right. Except for what? Oh, Todd. Yeah. Fuck Todd. That's gonna call the
Yeah,
episode.
fuck Todd. He's a
Fuck
cunt,
Todd.
mate.
So
No, we shouldn't.
No.
Such a cunt.
Ghetts and Stormzy.
This
This
is
is
a
a
Ghetts.
Ghetto
Yeah.
Sting Man. Yeah.
This one was weird.
Yeah, I didn't like the song at all. I just really like Stormzy.
Are you gonna say skang now? Skang.
Yeah, it's so
man.
annoying. No, I hate
Gonna
that
walk
word.
around. You know, like there's just very graphic. It's like they're gonna chop cunts to bits. Super dark,
Yeah.
like violence themed song.
Mm.
And
Way
Yeah.
too much emphasis on the stab thing.
the what?
Like there's lots of parts of where dudes getting stabbed and shit. It just looks like
Yeah,
Alright.
it's definitely like
being chopped up and
I
stuff.
think it's like more
Pretty
grime
dark.
than drill. I don't know what the fuck you
Yeah,
even
it's
describe
definitely
that.
grime. It's grime.
Stormzy dissed Chip in it again, which is hence why Chip did the song. The third diss track.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe your thoughts on this are probably more valid than ours.
Yeah, I thought it was alright. I quite like Ghetts. He's like an OG, like
I read about it.
yeah, him, Kano, like probably even more so than like Skepta and them, man. So like these
Oh
guys
yeah,
were
like even longer.
before. So it was like them guys, Bashi, Wiley. So that was when them man were like all really relevant. Like Ghetts is like an OG,
Okay.
like founded like the whole scene and everything. But like. Yeah, he's pretty. I think he's a talented rapper. I think the song is decent. It's alright, but yeah, there's a lot of dark.
The hook was so
tones.
long, like it's
Yeah,
just like,
yeah,
oh my
I did
god,
like
it was like 16
Mm.
bars of a hook,
Mhm.
and it was so annoying. It wasn't catchy. It was just like,
Mhm.
okay. Anyway, it was fine. The
Yeah,
video
I
was
thought
cool.
Stormzy's
I
part
like
was cool.
Stormzy's
So,
always dope. I fuck with
he's
him
always
heavy.
cool. But yeah,
So then I guess I might as well just talk about the diss real quick. So then Chip, who's another, we talked about him just before, he has beef with Stormzy. We talked about it last year at some point when
Yeah.
he did the other two disses. So I guess Stormzy did some, he never responded to the two diss tracks. And then he did some sort of like backhanded bars or something, or like the
yeah, just
subliminals
like
in this or whatever.
subliminals, and it's like this. It's like the stuff he like the negative on, or like the the beefy sort of stuff he chats about. It's definitely just about him, and he just doesn't say his name. Well,
Right.
he like references him a lot, and then it just doesn't say his name, which is really weird. Like,
So he took that sort of Drake Kendrick route when they were saying shit about each other.
yeah,
And then that made Chip do a song called 10 Commandments, which was lengthy. And he did it within, apparently he did it 17 hours. He dropped the song and full edited video in 17 hours from
Yep.
the Stormzy verse dropping,
Mhm.
which is pretty
Damn.
impressive.
He's like he does that straight, as if he hears
So
anything
just
about him, or go
clears
straight.
his plate, probably keeps his things, just wait.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
this
literally,
motherfucker. Clears his plate, straight to the studio, record.
He's got a video man's ready to go.
Yeah,
Squad.
get people on deck, I bet. And it was like high quality
Execute.
too. Like,
Yeah, his video. That
and it
a
was
sick
dope
video for
with
it.
walking in the snow and shit. Like it was good. It was a
good.
good video. And I guess he like knew, because I know I always look from the practicals. Like, how does he know the words already? Like, because me and Nosh never know our fucking. We're always fucking up our videos and stuff. But I guess if he just recorded the song and then the same night he's shooting the video,
Mhm.
they did it during the day. Then
It should
that
be
night
fairly
shooting
fresh.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Good
my
point.
only
Yeah,
immediate
true,
thought.
true.
But as a diss, it was. I don't know if it was like Sean was just saying it's pretty. He was not a fan of it, but like
I thought it was kind of cool, to be honest.
it was
I thought it
alright.
was a good song. It's quite a catchy song, and there's like when like he dissed him in his native language and shit, and it was just like it was like kind of peak, and I was like, right, like he did it again. So it's just like, I don't know. I look forward. I really wanted to respond.
Yeah,
'Cause I don't like. He's just looking. I don't know,
he's looking pretty soft right now. He's gonna have to
Yeah,
say
he's
something.
just soft as hell. It's like, why is he not saying anything?
But yeah,
It's just weird, I don't know.
because he did it for Wiley, so why wouldn't you do it for him?
Yeah, and Wiley even made a video about it saying,
I saw that.
Yo,
Well, you played it first. He
yeah,
was like, yo, what are
yeah.
you doing?
It's like, why are you letting like Chip get a free pass, basically? So you're not bigger than this.
Mm.
Because wasn't it like your man? Or either you said it to me, or you were playing it. It was basically like, because Stormzy's profile's so big, if he does go and do a diss, everyone already kind of knew Wiley anyway because he created grime, but
Yeah.
it would be giving that everyone will pay attention because mainstream media will probably pick up on it. If
Yeah,
Stormzy does
That is
something.
true.
as opposed to Chip. Even though they said he'd done some stuff, he's pretty big as far as like the UK goes, but not at the same level as Stormzy. So it would be an interesting.
It give him a lot of like clout, I guess. But it's like, I don't know, he was like big when he was younger. He made a song with Chris Brown, like actual like music video with Chris Brown and everything. Like this is when Chris Brown was like 20, and like he was 20 as well. So it was like, but like then he kind of fell off a little bit. But now it's like he comes back now, and like he's appreciated as like an OG, and he's like sick. He's just sick of disses. His disses are ridiculously good, and his music is good as well. Like I don't know.
Okay,
but it's interesting.
Guess we'll see what happens, but definitely be staying posted on that one. I didn't check this one. Central C pinging, which is funny because that's what we call being high on ecstasy.
Being on drugs. Pinging, fam.
Mans was pinging. What's this about? What's the deal? Talk to me.
About.
How do you feel about Central C? First of all,
I don't like him as well. He's already talking about the fucking name and still on the same one.
How
do these C's, man? There's too many. Like I feel like we're all very uncreative with our names.
There's so many fucking words, and then these cunts are just Central C. I don't know.
You all had to pick that. So it's really funny. I get a lot of Filipino like moms hitting up my account and sending me photos of their family because a lot of Filipinos are named C in the way I spell it. And I'm like, hey, love, I'm actually a rapper from Canada. And then sometimes I have nice conversations with them and then letting it go. Like, oh, like, sorry. Because I guess if they search for C, I'm verified, so they brings up the verified page. It's very funny. Anyway, so what's this guy's deal? Besides from stealing my shit,
he just raps about drug
pinging.
Shit.
What's pinging mean in England?
I don't know. I actually don't know what that means. Like, I have no clue what he means by pinging.
All right, maybe I have to watch it.
Very interesting.
It's a very lackluster song, mate.
Lackluster? Well, then I probably won't bother. I know this is you dislike it even more than I do, but we'll check for that. Juice WRLD and Young Thug did a song called Bad Boy. I guess it's a posthumous song from Juice WRLD. I don't really like emo shit.
I don't like it.
They're in the video together, so it must have been on the shelf.
Oh, that's cool. Maybe it was for like an album that they never end up releasing now or something. Both of them are quite prolific, so it's not surprising. But that's cool. Unless it was CGI. It wasn't CGI. They were definitely together. Like it wasn't like just blasting videos.
No, they're in the same frame, moving together at the same time.
Okay, that's
this is very disappointing.
Yeah, I mean it's cool. Like it's not our thing though. I feel like we're not even like this is not music I would ever. Oh no, that's totally them and their shit together, like in the car and stuff. It's just like Juice WRLD's just too emo and weird for me. And Young Thug, I don't mind on a feature, but I wouldn't listen to a Young Thug song. When I check a feature, I like he grew on me. Like I like his melodies and I don't know he's fun. But okay, that's cool. Good on them. They did it together. So whatever. If you bang with either of them, you'll probably like it. Not for us. DaBaby did a song called Masterpiece. It's alright. I don't really love DaBaby. DaBaby, every single song of his sounds exact. I'm like, is this new or is this from like the last 3 albums? All sounded the same.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's very repetitive.
He does sound like his flow and everything is exactly the same.
That's a lot of problem with the new rappers I find. And I'm not I'm not trying to be old man hating on new rappers, but just a lot of like. I say it a bunch, but Meg Thee Stallion has literally one flow. Like, I think there was one song where I heard her rap differently. It's like, whoa, what's happening? But, like, DaBaby's the same. And DaBaby and Meg Thee Stallion have basically the same flow. It's that same, like, rhyme two ends, and it's, like, double time all the time, and you rhyme two in a bar.
Yeah.
I don't know any of their raps to give you an example, but like, it's the same every single time, and it's just fast and fast with no change-ups to make you appreciate the thing, and it's unremarkable to me, but... Anyway, I don't know. I didn't hate it. Didn't love it. It's there. You all feel the same?
Exactly.
Nosh?
I had to. Yeah, I sitting here watching it the whole time, and I was just like, is it a song about his missus? Like what? I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah.
It's okay. I don't know, man.
Confusing. Well, no point talking about that anymore because we don't want to hate. It's just not our thing. It's just what it is, right?
I have no good comments to nothing of value to say about it.
What does Mum say? You know, if you can't say anything nice, tell him to fuck off.
Shut the fuck off, mate.
Ariana Grande.
The fuck off, mate.
Tell me get fucked. Ariana Grande.
My mum said.
All right.
Sorry.
That's all right. There's a remix of a song called 34 plus 35 featuring Meg Thee Stallion and Doja Cat. I mean, yeah,
Very
it's
poppy.
like it's very popular.
Yeah,
But
it's
super
poppy.
like I always forgot about this one because it's like weird. And Ariana Grande is still like a kiddie artist.
She
and
sounds like
doing a
she's
song
12
about,
on
like,
this song.
talking about fuck me in the thing. I'm like, all right, damn, okay. And then she got these. I don't know.
Getting raunchy.
If you like, if you're into that, I feel like you like this. I don't really love any of them, but
Yeah.
so it's like, yeah, wow, there's a lot of average ass shit. I haven't really said anything positive at all.
So
So
say, yeah.
this is terrible.
No.
Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to. Should we just keep it moving then? Okay,
We
I'm
should
gonna say
keep
something
it
positive. Division dropped the deluxe version of their album. The first one was called Muse in Her Feelings, and this one is called Amusing Her Feelings, and it's basically got
Ooh.
4 songs. So and they did it weird. I've never seen it like this. They did disc
I've never
one.
seen it like that.
It's weird, eh?
Yeah.
Disc 1 was 4 songs, and then every week how we talked about them, it was all those 4 songs that we'd already heard.
Oh.
And then like You Somebody was last week.
Yeah,
The one that I really
recognize
like, I think it's called Blessing. And it says Jesus. I love that fucking song. And a couple other joints. And then they fucking and then the full 16-track album, which was just the original one. So I listened to it again because I'd finished and I was like, yeah, I'll just check it again, and it slaps. But that was great. Those 4 songs, I just felt it was pointless because they were already there was nothing else, and we'd heard all 4 beforehand. So I didn't get anything much from it because I was like, oh yeah, I know this. Oh yeah, I know this. Like every time. I was like, oh shit, okay. But I really liked Division, so that was great. I didn't mind listening to that again.
It was great.
Nosh, thoughts?
I didn't hear that EP.
No problem. Well, you heard all the songs anyway because we talked about it.
Out of all the... Well, I guess, okay, so then, yeah, they're all right. Because I have from last... Yeah. So then, okay. That's chill. So we'd smash to it, smoke to it.
Oh, totally. Sorry. Both of those things. I like this one.
That's what I want in an R&B album, That's what I want.
What's that? Smash and
both of those things. Yeah, both of them, usually at the same time to the album. Sounds great.
Preferably. Justin Nozuka dropped a single called Summer Night '08. He is a dude from Canada. We actually did a show with his brother one time. I think he's always his stepbrother or something like that. Yeah. I fuck with him heavy. He's great. This was cool. Nice and smooth. He's normally a little more like a guitar singer-songwriter type of thing. But this was something different. So more R&B kind of vibes. I liked it. He's dope.
Yeah, really slow and smooth. The video was super interesting, man.
I didn't watch it. I just listened to the song. It was good? Or just weird?
Yeah, just very super artsy, split into 2 screens, lots of different shots and perspectives of the same scene. It just was really cool. It was an artful video. It was nice.
Fuck yeah. About it. Support the Canadians.
Fuck yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Jay Stevens and They did a song called What You Need. I don't remember, but I love They, and I'm pretty sure I enjoyed it. I think that was the very first one.
This is fat.
Yeah, it was good? Okay, good.
It was decent.
Yeah?
He was alright.
They a killer. I love them so much.
They're sick.
Yeah.
So sick.
Never do anything weak. This next one was mad weird. So it was Divine, who is actually a Punjabi artist, which explained everything, did a song featuring Vince Staples and Pusha T. So I hit it because I saw Pusha T. And I was like, what the fuck? I thought lately...
Fuck is going on, man?
Bro, there's been so many people putting through their music as someone else's name, and it's popping up in my release radar on Spotify. Scarface, it's never him. The Locks the other day was some South American people. So, like, everyone... these artists need to stay on top of their Spotify and make sure no one's putting their fucking music out the wrong place. So I thought this was fake, and then the verses came in. So both Pusha and Vince did really well because it's a weird song. And then I went.
Pusha sounded like he was reading his raps.
Probably because the beat was so weird for him or something to rap over. Like
very weird.
It was super strange. The verses were still tough, but yeah, I think all the other lyrics were in Punjabi. If that was the language, I'm fairly sure that's what it was, or Hindi or something like that. So,
it was weird. It was just weird. Yeah. I was looking forward to listening to it because of Pusha T, and it was like I listened to it. I was like,
yeah, it didn't really hit the spot.
Just I don't know.
Yeah. It's strange, but
so strange.
If you want to hear the boys rapping over some sort of Indian style shit, check it out. Ben Harper did a song called Black Beauty. I actually forgot what this was like because I listened to all this really early.
It was good.
Friday. Yeah.
It wasn't like it was really up tempo. It was like
it's a faster.
Yeah, much faster. It's not really like slow, not slow sort of singing song. Like it's nice.
Good.
Just positive, uplifting.
I like a big band, lots of trumpets and horns and shit in the background. So it was like, it's from a movie, so it's like definitely it was,
You're right.
designed around the movie. I mean, it was a big song.
Sounds like it.
and I guess that's probably just for the film. So yeah, it was cool
Sweet.
though. Yeah.
Dope.
Could be good message, good music.
Ben is the
Can't
god.
fault it.
Love it. Did y'all check the Sia and Burna Boy, Hey Boy single? I think it had a video, or at least it had like a visualizer or something.
It was.
Yeah, that was okay. Video was like watching an anime cartoon. It was okay.
It wasn't really. I didn't really like it that much.
You see, I thought it would be better because Burna Boy did a great song with what's his name, Sam Smith, which is totally strange for him. So I thought
not his,
Sia would slap, but yeah, it's a little. I'd like him to try again, please.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gallant
Gallant.
Not the best.
No, definitely. Gallant or Gallant, I'm not sure how he says it. I did a song called Comeback. This was pretty dope.
It was pretty sick. Yeah, I liked it. It was like
Smooth.
R&B.
It was pretty smooth.
Yeah, all his shit is great. Like he's been around for a few years. He's really good. He always has consistent like projects. It's great soulful shit. This one was interesting. So Haviah Mighty from Toronto did a song with Old Man Saxon called Antisocial, and that it could actually be a remix. I feel like I knew the song, but he was one of the top like 8 from Rhythm and Flow on Netflix, on the D-Smoke one. So that was an interesting feature, I thought. It was cool. I don't love it. Like no one had real buzz. I know she can rap really well.
Yeah.
It was fine. I guess it was cool.
I just didn't like. It's not the kind of song I would be like yelling the hook out. You know, it's just a weird word to put into a hook to repeat and yell out like.
A little emo.
Yeah, like I'm antisocial. Yeah, it's not. It's not something I would be. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
like,
it was almost there. If the top, I don't know. It was okay.
It was okay. Not for you. But I think for
I'm still listening to get like a thought from it, but no, it's okay.
Nothing much. Okay, like all right, fuck that. David Dallas from New Zealand dropped a single called 42 Below, and it was kind of like an EP with that song and the last song he did. It was cool. Nothing crazy, but just nice to hear him rap again. He's super skilled.
Yeah, definitely good to hear him rap. Beats were kind of chill, like usual chill style.
Yeah, I'd like to hear him
that was welcomed.
Yeah, like his music's dope. He's always been really dope. Really fuck with you and I fuck with him since he used to be called Konsai back in the day.
Konsai, yeah.
Yeah, and then he changed the way he rapped and stuff. Like, and he's just done really well. I like him. It's great.
Yeah, can't fault that one. That was probably one of my favorite songs this whole list for this week.
Good call for sure. Robin Thicke dropped a single. I thought this was also another fake name in my thing, and it was called Beautiful. Oh, you know what? No, just in case the camera died, I'm gonna do the thumbnail real quick because
all right, mate.
I can't change the battery. It seems like this new way. That's another thing. Unfortunately, is a bit of a change.
Anus.
Okay. Oh, there it is.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, Robin Thicke did a song called Beautiful. Why am I always looking somewhere else now? Fucking hell, whatever. And it's cool.
It was cool. It was good. I
Smooth.
didn't think.
Slow.
I thought Robin Thicke would have sounded like I swear he hasn't released a song like 5. 6
No,
years
because he got divorced because he fucked up. He broke up with his wife. Did a whole album for her.
Oh.
Her name's Paula Patton. She's an actress, and it did not work. So,
I just know him for Blurred Lines and how like.
You didn't know him before that?
No.
Oh,
I just know
that was controversial.
Yeah, and I just know it was just really controversial, really inappropriate lyrics. It was weird.
Yeah.
But like, it was a catchy song, and loads of people loved it. It was on the radio in like daytime. But,
yeah,
like,
that's how he really blew up.
That's fucked. Like it was such a weird song.
Yeah,
but Blurred Lines is all I know him for.
You would like his early stuff. We knew him. He had this song that sampled like Beethoven in like
it was fire
in like 03 or something. And we were like, and he had long hair, like a full ponytail. And he was like on a messenger bike riding around the city. I'm like, yo, it's like that's his dad. His dad was an actor, like Alan Thicke. And I was like, oh shit, it's his son doing a song. And then he was doing the joints with Lil Wayne off like Carter 2 and shit. Like he
Shooter and stuff. Fire.
Yeah, exactly. It's amazing. We're like, yo, okay. And all of these solo albums.
We saw him at the Cool House, didn't we?
He sure did. He was great. That was in 08, I think we saw him. And he had like 3 albums by then. Yeah, he was dope, man. You'd like his old stuff. I actually want to go check it all out. Like he had some slappers I bet we've forgotten about.
That's crazy.
Bangs were on
So
it was like seems like he was turned into a bit of a the bad guy by the media and stuff. And
a new artist when I heard Blurred Lines. I just thought he was a new guy, made one banger and just cut.
Was that it?
That's it.
Yeah, no, not
Ooh,
even.
one-hit wonder, eh?
Yeah,
He's probably had
honestly, I thought
7 or 8 albums at least
That's crazy.
that are all like
Yeah.
fire, like really
That
good.
is crazy.
Yeah, it bangs with him. So that means maybe there's some new music, so we shall see. This was an interesting one. Some dude called D Chamberz did a song called Method Man called Rap with a Legend, which was just strange.
Yeah,
as
it's
a
weird,
concept.
dude.
Mm,
I wonder how much he paid Meth to do that.
it wouldn't have been cheap. I imagine Method Man.
S-
It's got to be,
Yeah.
got to be pretty high for a verse. I'm sure it's come down now a lot. But,
And to appear in a video, fucking hell, mate.
Oh, he's in the video too?
Yeah, and the video's kind of like, it's okay. Like it's like a street shot. You know, it looks like some regular New York outside video that would be shot with like a squad around
Gotcha.
at a corner store that's well lit. But
I
yeah,
know the fucking
you know, the vibes. It was pretty cool. I didn't love it, but it wasn't shit.
Mm.
You know?
He said the other guy sounded better than I thought. Like he said,
Yeah.
he had a pretty like a good rap voice and stuff. Like, is he? Which one is he? Is he a white guy? Well, that's him.
I missed the link again. Oh, there it
D
is.
Chamberz. I was like, it could have been. No, that must be him.
Mhm.
No, it's not Meth. So, all right. Just because I hadn't heard of him, so I was like, I don't know. It could be anybody.
He had some good bars, but like, it's not. It misses the mark a little bit. Because if you're gonna be on a fucking track with Method Man and call the song "Rap with a Legend," you better be fucking like
Yeah.
90% awesome.
Yeah.
He's not 90% awesome.
Okay.
So
Meth looks
I know.
Meth looks good for his age, man. He must be pushing 50.
yeah, he's
Just,
buff.
holding up.
He's always keeping
Probably
it
staying
together.
fit.
Yeah,
That's what you got to do, mate. You know, when you get that money, you got
all
to
that,
use
all
that
that
skin
weed,
serum.
mate. You know.
That's true. Man's just getting high as fuck. And the last song was, I'm not sure if we actually talked about this in the past before, but Joss Stone, love her. She did a song called Walk With Me, and there was like a
I feel
single...
like I've heard it.
Same. But this was like, it was re-released in the thing because of like a Spotify...
Yeah, mine said released like yesterday or something.
Yes.
But
So what I
feel
think
like
they
I've heard it.
did, I think the original dropped, and this was a Spotify version of that, where it was like live, performed live or something.
From
Was
Stephen
it-
Colbert.
Could have been. Is that what it says? Maybe.
Yeah,
It could have been they put that, but just said live, like a live.
yeah.
version
It's
or something.
the late show from
No,
Stephen
they call it
Colbert.
Spotify sessions. That's why the fuck I'm saying it.
Oh,
So I don't know. Maybe just something they pushed out. But either way, I like her. I hope she drops an album.
nice.
Sean says, I enjoyed the song with Anne Marie, released with DFA and KSI. The video is pretty cool.
Yeah, I
It
saw
made me
that.
check out other songs Anne Marie has done. Do you know her?
I don't know who Anne Marie is, but I know they did a song together, and it's like in the top 10 in the charts in the UK or something. Like
He's a top 10 artist, KSI.
he's made a number one.
What?
Yeah, like well, no, I think he was number one outside of the like what's the outside the official charts. He made
Right.
number one, but then like he's been
Okay.
he's a top maybe top 5.
What?
Like,
Like,
he's one of my top
household
5.
crazy.
names.
He's got 2 top 20s in the official charts right now currently.
See, like that's like as an like, I'm cool with it, I guess, but it still pisses me off because you didn't earn that shit in the music game. Like you just leveraged it.
From the
like,
YouTube stuff.
Which
Yeah.
you can't be mad. He still built his YouTube stuff, so you can't be mad at him for that. But as an artist who's like, that's what we've been doing forever, it actually pisses me off. Can't front.
4 UK top 10s.
4
Can't
top
front.
10s, 9 top 40s, 12 top 75s. My lord, so that's not a number 1, but 4 top 10s.
No,
Jesus fucking Christ.
his album went top 10 once.
Yeah, it's just
Jesus. And okay, that's hard to read.
disheartening right there.
Imagine if it was Jake Paul. How would y'all feel? Jake Paul's got platinum plaques or gold plaques or some shit
Oh
like
my
that.
god,
For what? What does he do?
He raps.
he's a rapper as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
great question. What does he do? Thank you. Good question. Yeah, they fucking because they.
I know he's
put it
talking
out.
shit to trying to fight fucking Conor McGregor. He's doing like
Oh,
the
he's
most
been doing.
bloatiest whack.
It's terrible. I saw those videos. It's
So
terrible.
so cheese. It's like
But
you.
man's a
Yeah.
that he's gonna get his ass kicked.
People are eating it up because they're fucking just.
It's attention, right? It's attention by any means, and that's the problem. That's why it's negative. It's
Yes,
not good.
exactly the problem.
So like, yeah, basically he has plaques. I've seen like the documentaries that Shane Dawson did on him, and he has a bunch of plaques as well. And so do some of the other people who used to be in one of the. He had a house. We know how the YouTubers linked together. Team 10 it was called.
Yeah.
And one of the other girls in our house, it's a part of that same documentary, showed her platinum plaque. They just kind of like sitting around like it's nothing to them. It just really pisses me off because it's something that like it's a big goal for us in life. Like I really genuinely want one. and I want to keep doing music until we can get that shit. And then these motherfuckers just on YouTube is throwing out something for the fuck of it, and that's what they are. It's a lot. I imagine like people who are like much higher up the ladder than us, who are closer to that type of thing, are probably way more annoyed than we are. Anyways, good on them. So that's it for the music. That's it for the topics. Anything else we want to cover, boys? Are we done? We're at an hour 45. I think we're pretty good.
Pretty good, I think.
Mate, back teeth are floating, gagging.
Love it. All right, boom. No, where can they find you online before you piss your pants?
Other than in the bathroom, you can holler at me at NotionBaby on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. At Illnote Studios on Instagram and Facebook. IllnoteStudios.com. Holler at your fucking boy. What about you, Uncle Dan?
Twitter, Instagram, even Clubhouse.
Chatty,
Johnson.
Oh,
yes. Come chat with me about football, innit? And if you're into video games and shit, HTF GXMONG on Instagram. Come check me out, innit?
Boom. You guys can get me at CWFOR, Twitter, Instagram, Clubhouse as well. Didn't think about that. It's a good idea to call that out. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it. Look at this. Tech difficulties free. We are living. We're killing it. Boom, boom, guys. If you enjoyed and appreciate the tech difficulty free episode, smash the thumbs up, hit subscribe below, hit the notification bell.
Ding.
So you know when the new year drops. Follow us on social media at The Movement Fam everywhere. We'll be back next Monday, somewhere between 8 and 9 p.m. Mate, stay safe, stay home, wear a fucking mask, and we'll see you next week. Peace. Peace. Notion can hear the music.
Yeah,
hey.
I can hear that music for the first time. Yeah. Whoa. Wait. No. Catch a can.
Catch a can. Catch a can.
Catch a can.